It's the Star Wars RPG podcast, the podcast where a group of nerds, improvisers, comedians, actors, etc. play through the Star Wars RPG by Fantasy Flight Games.
Woo!
Yay!
Yeah, hi, thanks for joining us for another Friday. We have a very cool special episode today because look who are these people. You know them.
We're imposters.
We're crossing the streams today. So these are the guys from Black Bag. Hopefully you guys watch Black Bag. If you don't, they're opposite. Yes, you should. You should watch it. So obviously we do every other Friday. Every other Friday is Black Bag with Wes Otis, which we were playing in last week. So we're crossing the streams. How fun and cool.
Yeah, even though we're not supposed to do that, thus far, nothing seems to have gone wrong.
Really,
but
nothing
it works.
happens poorly when that happens. Really?
Right?
Right?
That's true.
That was not a well-worded sentence.
You just get covered in marshmallow.
Yeah, sometimes you have to cross the streams.
Yeah.
It's true.
This is one of those times.
Yeah.
Although I wish you guys were my regular players because you fucking dressed up.
Well, if we were, we probably wouldn't do this all the time. Just a one-time thing. That's why we did it.
I mean,
right,
I feel like that's probably more comfortable than what you normally wear.
I mean, it is pretty.
And I feel like that's more comfortable than what you normally
It's
wear.
definitely cooler than what I normally wear.
Because you're not wearing any pants.
Yeah, which you can't prove.
I'm not wearing any pants either.
It's great when you sit at a table.
That's right. That's right. So donate to make Ben put his pants back on, please.
Or stand up.
Please, dear God.
Oh yeah, or stand up. What else though? Yeah, so great. So thanks for joining me, guys. I'm really excited to run it. This is everybody's first time playing Star Wars?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So when I played with Wes last week, the session ended with my character going insane and driving a car over the head of one of my teammates and then killing another teammate and then flying through the window and dying.
Yeah, you all died, right? That was
One guy
Sounds like a Black Bag
survived.
game. That sounds like a pretty typical
And
Black
there's
Bag
car
game.
damage, so
Oh, yeah.
important.
One guy survived, but only because it would have fucked with the timeline. I think it was Mr.
Understatement.
Why did Understatement survive?
I told Garup to kill himself
Understatement.
immediately. Make sure he hadn't sired any heirs and immediately commit suicide.
Oh no,
like,
Garup
"Do
was
that,
playing
Wes."
Understatement?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was a fun game, but so I'm doing a little, normally I do kind of big pulp fantasy, science fiction, fantasy, whatever, Star Wars-y stories. I'm doing something a little different this time. We're going to see how it goes. I'm trying to get a little darker with it.
Okay.
So we'll see. Hopefully I get hopefully a little bit of payback.
Glad
here.
I generated this character. It'll work well in your universe.
Before we get going, since we're talking about Wes, I just want to bring up Wes's awesome Kickstarter that he just started, 2-3 days ago, right?
Just yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
God. Has it only been one day?
It's only been one
Right?
day.
I know.
There's still time.
It's called Realms of, and correct my pronunciation, Rothane?
Rothane.
Realms of Rothane. It's like a super cool kind of pulp fantasy campaign world, right? And system. It's based on the Savage Worlds campaign system.
Dungeon World.
Dungeon World. It's based on the Dungeon World campaign system. Thank you. Totally different system. Dungeon World also great system.
Yeah, it is.
I like them both. But yeah, so check it out. It's an awesome Kickstarter. Just look for Realms of Rothane. Rothane, can you spell this for us?
Rothaen.
Okay, Realms of
Aen.
Aen.
And I'm sure Dom is posting a link in the chat as we speak,
Yeah.
if he hasn't already.
Yeah.
He's not.
He's not.
He's not.
Oh, he's asleep.
He's somewhere else.
Yeah.
Wake up,
Is-
Dom. Is
It's
he
a
dead?
lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of a fresh take on a fantasy setting. It's a really well fleshed out world, and the next 3 Mondays.
That's right, the next 3 Mondays, starting this Monday, right?
Uh-huh.
You guys can tune in to watch them playing it. There's going to be a variety of different players, and I think DMs as
And
well
yeah,
running it, right?
DMs too.
Tom Lommel's running one, right? Sean Graham.
Yeah, and is
Sean Graham.
Miss
Graham.
Sean
Mrs.
Graham.
Graham.
Mrs.
Graham.
Graham.
Bubbles
That's
will be running that one.
That's right. So guys, check out Kickstarter. Just at least check it out. Do yourself a favor and check it out and see how awesome it is. And then if you feel like backing it, I don't know, back it? I don't know, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but maybe check it out and back it. So, all right. Awesome. Other things to cover are, who are you? For people who haven't watched this, let's go around the table and you can just say, I guess, who you are in real life and then who you are in the game. And that'll be cool. Jordan, do you want to start?
Yeah, my name's Jordan. Caves Callarman. It says Callarman at the bottom because we just haven't gotten around to changing it legally yet. And I am.
We only put legal names at the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm a stickler for that.
I'm sorry. So, whoops, my bad. And I will be playing the droid medic M1A1, 1,000 miles an hour.
No, wait a minute. Is that a reference to a Gorillaz song?
It is a reference to a gorilla song.
How cool! Oh shit! All right, who do we have next?
I am Meghan Caves. It's actually is Caves Callarman, but my stage name is Caves, so Meghan Caves.
Don't even worry about it, guys. Don't even worry about it. Just
And I am playing Dash Sterling, who is a human explorer.
Do you want to stick? Close it and then put it on our dice cam. We can show
Okay.
people how handsome Dash.
Oh yeah,
Sterling
but
is.
think of this as like very handsome lady.
yeah.
Oh, Dash is a lady?
That's what I was thinking, but I guess it could be a guy.
I always think of
Could
Dash as a
totally
guy's
be that.
name. Oh well, take that out of there.
Well,
It's a lady.
lady
Stop
with a
it.
goatee.
But if this were a woman, I mean, wonderful, right? Just saying.
Okay, so we got
Yes,
M1A1.
Just a woman.
Yes.
We have Dash. Who is this fellow?
Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Oh,
Howdy, Ben.
I don't have any. Ben Dunn. That's my real name, legally.
You don't have like 5 other names?
No, not yet.
Dude.
Now I have to figure out if I'm gonna take my fiance's last name and hyphenate it. Ben Dunn Kubicek.
Do it.
Ooh,
We need
that-
more.
Ben
of them.
Kubicek Dunn.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's got a nice
Either
rhythm.
way. Yeah.
Yeah,
It flows.
it does. She'll be ecstatic to not have to be Joan Dunn. And I'm playing now. I put a lot of research into my name. I
Okay.
went to websites and looked up because I'm playing a Wookiee, and I had to figure out how to do a Wookiee name. So my name is Gamapia. That's a real Wookiee name.
Gamapia.
Gamapia.
Not Game of Thrones. Gamapia.
Gamapia.
Game
Okay.
Game of
In Wookiee, it means fat boy. It literally does. It means fat child.
And is that a traditional
It is.
Wookiee name?
Wow.
Yeah,
Fat boy?
fat boy.
Wow.
So are you?
Wookiees hate their
Are you
own.
still a fat boy in game? Are you,
No.
Or did
no.
you grow out of it? And
I
you-
grew out of it. Obviously, I'm a hired gun.
You're a strapping
I'm a strapping hired gun. I'm
Dangerous
only going to be
with an
speaking in
Shirawook?
Shirawook
Nice.
the entire game. So don't get used to this voice. And you might want to turn down your headphones.
Or unplug them altogether.
I would say test it out, give it a shot, and
Okay.
then see how much.
Well, I don't know
strain-
how I'm gonna be. I don't mind my voice. Like I can do it all night. But it's just how am I gonna be able to communicate with my companions?
I assume we'll just understand you.
Oh yeah, that's how that
Oh,
works.
Yeah,
fantastic!
how it works in the movies.
Yeah,
right?
right?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
This is
I
gonna
love
go-
this.
This is going to go really well. So,
My name is Michelle Otis, and my legal name is hyphenated, but my maiden name it's only pronounceable if you grew up speaking it.
Whoa.
No, I'm kidding. Anyway,
Dragon. dragon
Is
part.
that a riddle?
no, and my character is Kai Yutan, and she is an ace pilot.
Is that what she looks like?
That's what she looks like. She's
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah, she is awesome.
I would totally want to be her. All right, and I don't know what else was I supposed to say.
That's about it.
That's about it?
That's all we need.
Okay.
Do you want to share? Did you share your picture of what a Game Appeal looks like?
Gamapia.
Yeah, just so people know how badass you are.
I mean, I wasn't wrong.
I'm just curious, is it gay-mapia?
It's actually Gamapia.
Gay-mapia?
Game Appeal.
Do
It's
they pronounce the apostrophe?
GEYMPIA.
Okay.
M-A-P.
MAPIA.
can you spell your own name?
No. It's also just one word.
How would
Yeah,
a
there's no
Wookiee say
hyphen.
it? Because
Or
I feel
no
like Chewbacca. I mean, no one ever says Chewbacca. No one ever goes Chewbacca.
No.
Like how would it?
That's
Okay.
that's longer than English.
Yeah. Just like your mom yelling for you with that.
What? I'm already
And
here.
what
I'm already here,
sucks,
so
Do you
what
want to
sucks, she had
share
6 brothers.
your little? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not what your looks like. It's but if
No,
no,
I'm
too
not even
badass.
sure. I pictured like kind of wobbly tube arms for.
I hope so.
Like the thing the thing that brings people into car
Not
shops.
that wobbly. That's wacky wobbly arms. Mine are just wobbly.
Okay, so like they were like, PA quickly design a droid for us for the 1970s Star Wars movie. And he's like, okay, vacuum tubes, To an old washing
trash
machine.
can. Yeah.
Yeah, to a trash can.
There he is.
Wobbly toes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be that one
I'm
with
in
the
Sally.
with like the wind-up toy feet that kind of.
Those
yeah, I
are
love
awesome.
that
Okay.
Gronk.
Yes. Okay.
Gronk.
Gronk. All right, guys. Well, welcome. I am, as always, I'm David Crennen. I will be the Galaxy Master for tonight, the GM. That's right. America's DM, as some like to call me. Mostly myself. I like to call myself that. But
Get it trending though, guys.
I know.
Do it.
Hashtag America's DM.
Oh yeah.
as always,
No one
this
will
is
understand what that means.
going. As always, this is going straight to YouTube. It also gets turned into podcasts, so you guys will be able to download yourselves and hear that. But probably not for a few weeks. When the next episodes come out. You can find that on the website, StarWarsRPGpodcast.com. And it's also, we're on Twitter, at NTMTO Podcast, at Never Tell Me the Odds Podcast. Follow us there because no one really does.
Oh,
Lonely.
oh.
Yeah.
Studio audience.
Studio audience. No. There's a good community of dear friends. There's a community of dear friends there. And actually, on that note, let me unveil my
What is going on?
just my traditional unicorn chalice.
Ooh.
Should I drink out
that's
of?
fancy.
Beautiful.
That's right, the unicorn chalice.
Hold it up to your head so like we can see.
That's viewers water. Yes, hang on, I gotta. Well, yeah.
One
I
drop.
don't think that's
Pretend that there's liquid in this bottle.
Good, one drop in there. Yes, okay, yeah, the unicorn chalice. So, hail, ye friends who are joining us tonight. Hail, ye nerds. And here we go. Let's get
I feel
into
like
it.
we should prick our
Salute.
fingers and just give him the
Yes.
I know.
blood of our
I
innocence.
feel like
But
I
he's
need
gonna
to drink
that,
something now.
though, So
Yes.
maybe
Oh,
after.
Or whenever. I'm okay. Whenever you want to put your blood in there. it's fine.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Any old time.
All right, let's get into it. Is there anything else that we need to address at the top? Pressing needs. Okay, well let's get ready to get crazy.
All right.
Allow me to part the veil of reality. This is not this gaming table that we're at here in Southern California. No, you find yourselves on the helm of the rebel cruiser, the Thunderhead. You're deep in wild, uncharted space on the southern fringes of the galaxy, and all around you, you hear that gentle background drone of like a ship that's just thrumming along. You got that thing going on, the antiseptic smell of like you're in an airplane cabin or something like that. You've been here for probably weeks that you've been on the fringes of this conflict. This is after the destruction of the second Death Star. I'm taking you beyond Return of the Jedi, when the Empire is still collapsing and they're fighting their last pitched battles around some desolate planets in this uncharted region. And you guys have so far been out of combat, getting reports that come crackling in over the subspace radio frequencies, until this morning when an Imperial Star Destroyer leapt out of hyperspace and you found yourselves in battle against a threat many times larger than your plucky little ship. You're all on the helm. You all have different positions there. You're also there with the captain, very grizzled, classic-looking captain guy. He's got the white hair, the big broken nose, and he's got scruff all over his face. He's wearing his.
I'm thinking Malcolm McDowell.
Could be either of those, definitely. Every inch the captain strides forward, just takes like one purposeful step forward, and is looking out through the view screens in front of him. And you guys can see that inky blackness of space, the star field beyond it, and then the bone white bulk of the Star Destroyer. And you would have been destroyed moments into combat if it wasn't for his tactical brilliance and your guys' amazing skills. He turns his head towards the helmsman. Helmsman, take us 13 degrees to port, now! He barks. Okay, so who's at the helm? Who's piloting? The pilot.
The pilot.
I like it.
We're playing to win.
Dom, do we have the dice tray in the screen? Is that centered? Great. Okay. I need you to make a piloting check.
All right.
Okay.
Piloting.
What do you got in that?
I have 2 yellow and 2 green.
Great, roll that up. Normally I would put some purple against this. Right now, no purple. You're not opposed by anything. Just roll it up, and let's see how many successes and advantages you get.
Wow.
Triumph.
Fun.
A triumph,
2
2
successes.
advantages, and 2 successes.
Great. Okay, so that's sweeping, and triumph is amazing. So you succeed. You guys all feel the ship like pitch as you grab the control levers and the, I don't know, wheel, whatever it looks like. What does it look like? Do you have a wheel? Is it control levers?
It's like a, the half wheel type thing.
Half wheel.
Half wheel.
Okay. So
Classic.
you're just
Faster.
to the right of the captain here. Captain, I don't know, what is his name?
Dirkus McFiggins.
Captain
Captain
Dirkus.
Dirkus McFiggins. Captain Dirkus for short.
Captain Dirkus. So you're just a few
Captain
feet away from him. He's standing upright. You're sitting in like the plush leather bucket seat with the controls. You guys all feel the ship as it swings into this blind spot underneath the Imperial Star Destroyer, right beneath its like vast exposed belly. It looms over you, filling the entire field of view. Engineering! Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Before I keep shouting in this voice, we should roll on our voice map to see who is actually playing and voicing this character. So,
About light side, dark side points.
we're going to get to that, but
Oh,
thank
okay.
you. Good reminder. I'm not one step at a time for these newbies.
Yeah.
We're new, Dom.
Come on, Dom.
Yeah,
no.
Dom, give us a break.
So,
Go back to sleep.
as you guys all know who are watching Star Wars is movies. Movies has actor. Actor are peoples who say things. So this is a list of actors
Yes.
and
More
actresses.
succinctly than that.
Some living, some dead, some animated. Obviously, we're going to see who in this particular movie is playing the captain. So I hope you guys can see that. Does somebody want to drop my die? You're closest,
Or
so
I
you do
just
it. Just
roll
drop it
it.
and we'll see where it goes. Yeah. Yeah, landed on either Scooby-Doo or Willem Dafoe.
I'd say Willem Dafoe.
Yeah,
It's
I would say it's definitely Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sorry, Sephirus83, because it's over to Willem Dafoe, which was suggested by Dunn.
That's Ben.
Wait, that's
Ben's
you.
suggestion.
What an ass.
Okay, so as usual, I will cross off that voice so we can't use it again.
Okay.
If you guys are longtime viewers, you know that this is a brand new voice map. My last one had too many names on it. I keep adding them as we go. So cross them off. Okay, great. So it's Willem Dafoe is the captain.
Okay.
Captain Dirkus?
Dirkus.
Deerkiss.
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 Yeah.
Captain Dirkus looks like Willem Dafoe, talks like Willem Dafoe. What does Willem Dafoe sound like? Can someone give me a Willem Dafoe impression?
Depends on what he's doing.
Right.
Let's
It was a fight!
It was a fire.
I always think of him as the Green Goblin, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
What does he do with Green Goblin voice? That's very high pitched, right?
I think of
I
him
feel
as
like it
Jesus Christ.
Superstar?
No, the last temptation of.
Oh my goodness.
You know, the one that had lots of sex.
All right, let me see if I can get into Willem Dafoe then. I can't, but let's see if I can. Crinkly, wrinkled, intense face as he turns. Okay, so.
A little bit more drugged. Like you're a little bit more loose.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There it is.
Okay.
Think Wooster Group.
I don't know what that means.
It's
I don't know what
the
that means.
it was an experimental theater group that he started in New York. It's fun.
Wow, huge
Deep
Willem
cuts.
Dafoe fan.
Deep cuts.
Okay, well I'll just try and be as weird as I can.
There you go.
Okay. Engineering! Fall! Sorry. Engineering! Fall shields to the dorsal arc! Now! Dorsal arc, of course, being above head. Focus all power! Okay, who's engineering? This is going to take
Not
a.
me. You don't want to. I'd be weapons, if anything.
This is going to take like a computers check. If anyone's kind of good at computers.
I'm probably. I guess engineering would be best suited for the medical droid.
Okay.
I speak the language of these computers.
Well, of course, when we are so short-handed, even the medical droid has to fill in.
I'll use my waving arms.
Close up on the control panel and just the vacuum cleaner arm.
Honestly, that is the most racist voice you've ever used.
Hey, man.
Robot
They're not here to
racist.
defend themselves.
So
They're
you rolled-
everywhere.
It looks like you had 3 green.
I had 4 green for
Yeah.
computers.
Okay.
So three
So,
triumph. Oh no,
three
three
successes
successes and
one
one
advantage.
advantage.
Okay.
Sorry.
Awesome. So you succeed. The lights flicker slightly as all deflector shields go to the top level, like the whole top arc of the ship, just in time too, as the red laser batteries on the Imperial Star Destroyer start lighting you up. Not too many. You have successfully moved into this blind spot, but there's just little flashes of light. You guys get the little like slight rumble. Good, good. It's all going according to plan. Good. Scanners. Lock on target now. Okay, I need this would
probably
be
be-
perception
I've got
check.
do I have perception? I just saw it.
yeah,
Yeah, I've got
two
some pretty
green.
good perception.
I'll
so
take a perception check from you. So what are you rolling there? Can
I
you
am
give me like
rolling-
the how many dice in what colors? So you'd say like
3
a yellow.
green, 1 yellow.
Oh,
Perfect.
that's
Yeah,
really
give us
good.
give us the shout at the top so we know what you're rolling up
Okay.
for drama.
So this is perception.
Triumph.
Whoa! That's pretty good. So that's 3. Those are
Successes.
successes. That's an advantage and a triumph.
Great. Okay, so you are, I guess, at this computer bank in front of you, and you hit some buttons and stuff like that, and there's this whole groovy 1970s style readout of like the underside wireframe underside of the Imperial Star Destroyer, and then like little red targeting rectiles like pop up on it. Boop, 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 boop. Good, good, good. Gunnery, fire proton torpedoes at will.
Hold on.
Are there proton torpedoes in this?
I just.
So 3 green.
Yeah, 3 green. It's heavy. Range.
It says actually gunnery is actually the skill.
gunnery?
And if you look,
Oh yeah, there we go.
what do you got in
combat
that?
skill?
I have 2 green and a yellow.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Gun it up.
2 successes.
Okay, that's a hit. What is big red flashing button or something? There's like and outside through these viewer windows you can see like 6, 8 glittering threads, like yeah, doing the Macross like missile swarm thing. Dom got it. You see him trace this graceful arc up through the darkness. Little like single points of bright light at the top of each one, and one by one they strike the exposed belly of the Star Destroyer and bloom in these gouts of nuclear fire, just tearing it apart from inside. You can see more chain reactions within that. Yeah, it's just splitting open beneath you. Get us out of here now! 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 I don't even need a check. You just kick it forward. You guys come cutting out from underneath the Star Destroyer. It's clear that it's been struck like a lethal wound. The thing is starting to break up above you even as you pull out.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's face relaxes slightly, looking a little less like a leather Muppet.
Best way to describe it.
Good job, troops. Good job. I've trained you well.
Great captaining. That'll deserve a hug.
Bring it in. Bring it in. And as you guys get closer, yeah, the arms. There's another
Oh,
voice.
we all love hugs? Do we all love hugs?
No.
No.
There's,
Oh, I love hugs.
there's one other person on the bridge that's not you guys. A middle-aged Indian woman who's at the communications. She suddenly looks up in alarm. Captain! Incoming TIE fighter! And you all see it at the same time. One single TIE fighter coming in low. You didn't see it before. It's kind of as you pull around this blind corner of the Star Destroyer going down. Frayed hexagonal wing, sparks shooting off of it, traveling at full speed, completely out of control, spiraling in towards you guys. Pulling a reverse A-wing into a Star Destroyer thing. No time to react. There's just a moment later. Slams into the side of the Thunderhead. There's a shake. Red lights start going on all your guys' different display panels. Weird, weird. All hands report! All hands report! Damage control! Voices come crackling in everywhere. Everything's okay. Everything's okay over here. Cut through suddenly by munitions. Captain, the proton torpedoes! They've been breached! We're going to... And then... as every proton torpedo in your hold explodes at the same time.
Oh.
That's not good. It's very bad.
So there's your ship going along and then just starts pitching wildly.
You have a ship that you can use. You don't need a pen.
Okay, but the pen, though, is very evocative.
Hand me, yeah, I think the pen was, all right, get that.
Just use it.
I never use it for anything. This was made by Iron Tusk. You guys all know Iron Tusk.
Wow,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's totally bitchin'. It has detachable drones that fly out.
Wow.
This was the ship that my characters were flying back in episode 1.
Oh, okay.
Just not. That's not the Millennium Falcon.
No, it's a very cool hybrid thing he built, but we'll get into that later. So, but just too big, and you guys are spinning around. Inside, things are chaos, obviously. You're all hurled like ragdolls, like into the upper left-hand corner of the room. That's the last thing you remember. You black out. It's dead silence, quiet. Nothing. Out. You're all out until vision comes swimming back to you. Blurry vision coming back in. Senses returning. It's like that scene from Saving Private Ryan where the bomb goes off next to the tank and your ears are ringing. And you can just see Captain Dirkus is, I guess, probably on the helmswoman, just shaking you, going,
What?
Karyuda,
What?
you've got to get to the escape pods. To the escape pods.
Okay. I'm trying my best.
Yeah. And then you hear the sounds of all the alarms going off. Woo, woo, and there's this weird surreal calm as you guys unsteadily get to your feet. The entire ship is pitched at like a sharp 45, maybe more than that, 60-degree angle downwards. There's this rumbling coming from everywhere. In the viewports, you can see the Star Destroyer is much further away now. Is almost totally broken up. Bits of shrapnel and chaff are spinning, glittering in like the light, just this whole field. But like down around the edges of the windows, there's this glow. There's this orangish glow coming up. And you can just barely even see the edge, the curvature of the planet that you guys are currently entering the atmosphere of. The ship's not gonna hold together long! Get to the escape pods while you can! And he...
That's not without you.
Captain always goes down with his ship, he says, taking the helm. I think I can hold it together for long enough to give you a chance to get out of here.
You're the bravest man I've ever known.
just to paint the picture for you guys. So the helm, quite large, I guess. It's a pretty big ship. It's like, what's a good example? As big as a Starbucks. It's like you're inside of a Starbucks. It's about that big. Lots of different computer banks and stuff around. You've been to a Starbucks, Ben.
I know they're all different sizes.
Average. Go with an average. Go with an average.
I'm sorry, I meant as big as a median Starbucks.
Median Starbucks.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's like the computer banks all around, and there's some are recessed and some are at a higher level. One doorway out of this room, which is just like the standard sci-fi closed doors at the end. All the loose material in the room has like fallen down and is gathered around that wall, and the door, which is currently closed. Red lights in all the corners are just going off. This weird calm. It's like a surreal calm right now. It's just like everything's loud and screaming, but it's also silent in a weird way. Like no one's moving. It's just the wee-oot, wee-oot, wee-oot. You can kind of uneasily make your way down. You kind of have to climb off of things. And you just see Captain Dirkus, as you vacate the seat, sort of settles himself in and grabs the controls. Goes, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Gotta get that Defoe going on.
Just smile a lot.
Take this. Smile a lot?
Or grimace, like grimace or smile. Like always be grinning with your mouth.
This is good tips. Take this. It's our flight log. The rebellion needs to know about the Star Destroyer here. You have to get it back to the rebellion.
Okay, I will. And I put it in one of my many zipper pockets.
He says, pulling off his captain's insignia. And keep these men safe.
Captain.
Get out of here already! Get out of here!
Go!
Sacrifice will deserve a hug.
Okay. Save that hug for me in the afterlife, M1A1. I'll see you later on the other side. Extendo arm. One quick hug. So as we get ready, I'm going to ask for you guys to start making some checks to get off of this ship in time before it breaks up. Let's give you guys a little help, though. So I talked briefly to you guys before about our destiny points, our destiny pool. let's take turns. We're going to roll the force die in the center there, and you're going to tell me how many dark side or light side points you get. So go ahead and roll it in the, yes. One dark side. Point. Good.
Oh, boo.
Good.
To the dark side.
Good.
Yay! 2 light side.
Okay,
There's
you brought
always a
balance
balance.
to the force, but what does Anakin do for it?
Come on, one of
Ooh.
each.
Oh,
There's
God.
still good in him.
You were redeemed in
Yeah.
that. Yes, still good in you. Okay. Could you?
He was bringing balance to the Force. That's all I'm saying. He wasn't doing bad things. He was bringing balance to the Force. There was no Sith. There was all Jedi. He was bringing balance.
Right. So when he was like, I killed them all, the women, the children.
He was doing what
fine.
That's
needed
for all the
to
women
be
and children
done.
that were saved.
Later on.
Yeah.
Can you, Ben? Would you mind lining these up on just on top of the saving throw box there, and then so you guys can remember on any time when it's your turn, if you want to spend one of your light side points, you just flip it over, and that upgrades one of your green into a yellow. Okay, so the captain is at the helm. He's focused with his full intensity at one end of the Starbucks, the other end of the Starbucks against the wall. There's these shut
Drinking his
doors,
cappuccino.
but, Starbucks sized. So the doors are shut. Oh,
Uh-oh.
DJ Regular
TJ Regular.
has weighed in. Hello, DJ Regular.
We know him.
Gives M1A1 a boost to spend, and he
On a
says
hug.
tomorrow comes today. Does that mean something?
That's a Gorillaz reference.
It is a Gorillaz reference. So that's a boost die. Just hang on to that.
Thank you very much.
You can.
I know, I'm just going to keep doing that every single time a Gorilla's thing is brought up.
Oh man, Gorillaz is a good band.
Yeah.
We can agree on that. Okay, so you can spend this whenever you want. You can just add it to a roll. Hang on to it for now. Who would be the first person to the door? I think it would be one of you
It'd
three
be one of those three.
you
Yeah.
kind of are coming from the furthest way
I
away.
will probably be last to the door no matter how long it takes you to get there because I have lined up
I
twice.
think you're probably first to the door because I think
You just fell.
bump, 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 bump,
Probably
bump,
true.
bump.
That's probably true.
You're gonna have to right yourself.
Yes.
So one of the two of you probably are kind of slide crawling your way down towards the shut doors here.
I mean, my athletics is awesome, so.
What is mine? There's athletics.
Holy cow, it is.
Decent. So, I'm probably trailing behind you.
I would
Okay,
want to.
The Wookiee used to climbing on the towering trees of Kashyyyk. Yeah,
I would like to go first and then help my comrades.
I like it.
Through the door.
First thing I want to make a note of before I forget, everybody take 2 strain. If you want to mark that down on scrap paper so that we don't mark up the thing. So you guys notice how you have a strain threshold on your sheets here? It's on this side of the page,
Yes.
the right-hand side. You guys have 3 important values which we're going to address right now. Strain is like your stamina in a video game. If that goes to 0, you kind of have to sit down and catch your breath. But you regain that pretty quickly. You gain that between scenes. Wounds is your actual hit points. If that goes to 0, you die, and we'll address that when that happens, if that happens. Death in this game is permanent. There's no magic spells to bring you back, but you are kind of tough. So even if you go to 0, there's a way to a medical droid can help you out.
Can we come back as Force Ghosts?
Only if you're force sensitive, and none of your characters are force sensitive right
my
now.
droid's not Force sensitive? Oh, rip off!
Trash can droid. Hidden depths. The last number is the soak. Your soak is like your armor. You subtract that number from any damage you take.
Okay.
So I'll remind you guys about that when it comes up. But right now, just take 2 off of your strain to represent the bruises and injured
2,
limbs.
not- okay.
Yeah, -2 from whatever your max is.
I should not use a pen.
No.
Gimapia. What color is your fur? Are you got standard Chewbacca fur? You got any interesting colors going on in there? Any tones or tinges?
Oh, I mean, you've seen the Wookiees at Comic-Con, like the purple and pink ones.
I have not.
Well, I mean, I'm brown.
Missing out.
But I do have a pink stripe.
Okay.
We don't know what that denotes.
Yeah.
Just have one.
Okay. Could be something. Yeah. Could be whatever. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
even matter.
It means something to me. That's all that
Of
matters.
course.
Okay.
means
Is
something to
it
me.
symmetrical down both arms or just
No,
one
just
arm?
one arm.
Okay. Cool. So you slide to the door there.
And dual bandoleros.
Dual bandoleros.
Yeah.
I like it. So give me an athletics check if you're trying to help everybody else.
Yeah.
It's going to be opposed by 1 purple plus 1 setback die for each additional person you're helping out. So in this case, it'll be 3 setback dice if you want to
that
help
the black
all
ones?
3. Yes, that is the black ones. Thank you. You're learning quickly. Do you want to help all 3, knowing that that's how hard the roll will be?
I don't want to help the robot.
I'm already there.
Take one of those out. Okay.
What do you have against me?
Nothing. Nothing. I want to hug you later.
Okay.
What?
Ooh.
All right. So I have 1 success and a shit ton of advantage.
But 2 failure, right?
Aha, you do have 2 failures.
I have 2 failures, so no success,
Correct.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advantage. Because that just takes care of
That
one
takes one
advantage.
of them.
Yeah, so 5 advantage, no success. So I didn't
Wow.
succeed.
So you failed to get the door open or help other people down. Were you trying to get the door open, or were you trying to help everyone get to the door?
I was trying to help everyone to the door.
Help everyone. So you fail at that. So I
sure
guess
did.
your failure is, you just lose bounce somewhere. You're grabbing onto like a swivel chair or something like that, and it turns out it just was on wheels. It wasn't ever bolted to the floor. But you have a ton of advantage. So
Ton of
5
advantage.
advantage is huge. 5 advantage is like 4+ is enormous. It's like triumph level almost. So something you don't succeed at that, but you end up in a much better position than you were in.
Oh.
So you tell me, what is that
So
represent?
I slide back on the chair, but I land on a sturdy chair that is bolted in.
Okay, you can go bigger than that.
Oh.
Let's try and go. Let's go bigger. 'Cause
Oh, no.
That'd be like
So
one
I grab with
advantage.
my wookie feet, grab on, and so I'm hanging kind of upside down.
Yes.
And I reach for her and just kind of
Okay.
like do a sit up and a throw, a toss towards the door.
Tossing her towards the door.
Yeah.
Her, right? No, him.
Him?
Her.
Her.
It is her.
Dash is a her.
Dash is a her.
Dash is clearly a feminine name.
I've confused myself. Okay, Dash.
Like Dash Mihawk.
You grab Dash, pull her out of
Yeah.
her chair, whatever she was in. You somersault towards the door, land on the droid.
Thanks.
No.
That's probably enough that you could even help. I remember everybody's names.
Kai.
Kai Uton. You help Kai towards the door as well. I think you guys end up down there, all sitting on the droid. Who you're like,
Not an optimum time for group hugs.
There's always time for group hugs.
Good point.
who would open the door?
I,
Now that you're all gathered
I
there.
would probably try. I want to get out of this group hug.
Dash is bold. Oh, you've hugged everyone with the arms?
I assume that that's what they're trying to do to me, since we're all sitting on top of
We're
it.
all too close together.
Just imagine that you're like one of those dry, like the dry wet vac, the wet vac.
Like a shop vac?
Yeah, you're a shop vac, but with 2.
And legs.
That's exactly what I would imagine.
And the little circle hooks for the hands.
And hug programming. He needs a memory wipe.
He needs a memory.
So the door opens, no problem. Opens up. There's like a little antechamber. You guys scramble down that. You're kind of having to brace your feet against the wall around the door. It's so steep. The second door, the one behind you, shuts. You lose sight of the captain behind you. The second door is partially jammed, like it's not all the way closed. Easy enough to force that open. And there's a long corridor stretching down the length of the ship there, totally black except for the like flashing crimson red lights that are periodically going off. Wee-oot, wee-oot. There's a shudder and the ship sort of shifts a little steeper, so you're staring down again. It's probably about a 60-degree, I don't know, something like this. So you're looking at a long slope that goes down about 80 feet before it hits the bulkhead door. Problem is, you know that the escape pods are like halfway down through a side passage you guys need to get down. I need some sort of check from everybody to get down here successfully. I will take athletics again. I will take coordination if you have coordination. Or if
coordination
you've
is
got
better
some
than my
more
athletics.
clever skill, I will take that.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
So my coordination is 3 green die. My athletics is 1 yellow and 1 green. Which is better?
That's a really hard question to ask
Okay.
or answer. Triumph is only on the yellow dice, so that's good because that can come up. But I mean, 3 green, you might have a slightly higher chance of rolling success.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't really know how I can answer that.
Okay.
It's really hard to do the math, which bothers like the nerd crunching side of me. With D&D, you're just like, well, 1d6 rolls an average of 3.5, so if I fight with 2 katanas, then that's optimal. It's much harder to do that with this game.
I'm gonna roll skullduggery.
So choose which skill you're going to use.
Getting coordination.
If you can
Better.
explain how skullduggery helps you there.
No, my athletics is much better than my
Oh,
skullduggery.
yes, that's right. You're a
I am
Wookiee.
not very cunning. I'm a Wookiee.
Could
Okay.
survival work, or is that too more like I know to eat that plant and not that plant?
Survival. If you could, survival's a little more about surviving
Okay,
outdoors.
that's what I figured.
Yeah, not
Alright.
so much spaceships crashing. I like the thought though. Oh, do I have some? No. I thought you were gesturing. No, nothing. Okay. So the difficulty on this, guys, is going to be 1 purple again, but we're going to take 1 setback die because of the steep. Things are getting a little bit steeper here. So whatever skill you're doing, take 1 purple, 1 black setback, and we'll roll it up and see who succeeds and who fails. If anyone wants to help anyone else, we can have that happen as well.
Could I roll mechanics to see if I have any of those handy rocket boosters that droids sometimes seem to conveniently have on their body?
Yeah, I'll take that. That's a great check. It's going to be more difficult than
Sure.
1 purple, 1 black, but yes.
Okay.
You must have crushed it this
I
time.
rolled 0 successes, but a lot of advantage again.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've never seen someone fail on these. This is a super easy roll, Ben. This is not good for you guys.
Have
black
you've
bag.
obviously
this is-
never seen me roll
You've
dice
never
before.
played with Ben before.
I thought Star Wars would be different. Okay, so that's a failure. You have 1 failure.
But I have 5
You have even
advantage.
more advantage
I have
this
5
time.
advantage.
5 advantage. Okay, so you fail.
Yeah.
So I think you're like, don't worry, follow me. You start to go down. And then that roller chair like bounces out around the corner, comes down, hits you in the face. You lose your grip and you start tumbling down this slope. You have 5 advantage. What do you do with your 5 advantage?
Don't vomit.
It could be way
Bigger.
better than
Oh
that.
well,
It's
I
bigger.
think it just like it knocks me into a path that gets me nearest to the corridor.
Okay, I'm down with that.
So I'm like,
yeah.
I like ricochet. Imagine a giant
pinballing
fur
around?
ball, like Sonic the Hedgehog. You've played Sonic. Everyone's played Sonic the
Everyone's
Hedgehog.
played Sonic.
Only with a pink stripe.
So yeah, with a pink, brown Sonic the Hedgehog rolling around with a pink stripe, and he just hits a wall and kind of bounces.
Okay, I like it. You're staying limber though, so it's not going to do too much damage.
Oh no, like kind of like when you get into an accident when you're drunk, you don't get hurt that much because you're kind of just limp.
Oh.
All
Yeah.
right.
Is that what happens when you get hit in the head with a rolling chair?
Oh, he's just
You're
around
drunk right now?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were drinking on duty. That would explain.
I mean, there's no telling what Gemapia.
So you roll down, you slam into the wall, and then bounce off, and then you guys just can't even believe it, but somehow after bouncing around a little bit, I think you managed to skitter into that side
Yeah,
passageway, hands kind of pull yourself up,
yeah.
turn around, thumbs up.
But I have a little bit of vomit in my fur,
And you're missing
which
one,
is terrible.
missing
That's-
a tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good job, furry human.
we're in safe hands. Who wants to go next?
I can go next. I need 1 more green, if you would mind. Thanks. I'm rolling my coordination.
That was so much advantage. I don't know. Take a boost die. I think all of you guys, the
Boost
tension
is
was getting to
the-
you, but the comedic relief has really loosened you up. So add a boost die to that for his antics.
Thanks for your antics.
All right, so
That's how you roll.
Wow.
that's how you're.
Nothing but
Okay,
success.
so I have
What?
for 6 successes, 2 disadvantages,
2 threat.
2 threat, 2
Which
advantages,
total
which
cancel each other out.
cancel each other
You
out.
just have
So
6 successes.
6 successes.
Say that 6 times fast.
Well, see, you have to
Six
understand.
successes.
For as badly as he fails, I tend to roll better.
Wow. I'm blown away, guys. You just walk down it. It's like 60 degrees. And you're just like, doop, 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 doop.
Your magnet boots.
Oh yeah, we got magnet. I remembered we all have
You guys
magnet
remember we
boots.
have magnet
We
boots.
have those.
You guys remember that?
Yeah,
Use them.
you turn on your magnet boots.
Yeah,
and
you
just,
forgot we have magnet boots.
well,
I don't wear boots. I'm a Wookiee.
That's true.
Feet
that's
too big.
True.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should.
yeah, you just walk around the corner. I am going to say because of that hilarious failure, you better take another point of strain.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Probably hurts a little.
Droid, do you want to check for your rocket boosters?
Yes,
Or
I would like to do that.
droid? M1A1. I should ask.
I answered a droid as well, as long as you make eye contact.
Droid!
Hey, you, Robert.
Okay. So mechanics is a yellow and 3 green, if I can borrow yours.
Oh, yeah. Borrow it.
And then you said it was going to be more difficult than the standard difficulty that you gave us. So what would you like me to add?
Oh, this is fine. Just a purple and a black setback.
Okay.
It's fine. No boost for you, because do you feel human emotions? You probably do.
like
You're a
hugs.
droid.
Well, I feel some of them.
Okay, there you go. You get that one then.
Only the
Your
good
boost
ones.
die.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh,
I have
I
one
think-
success
Yeah.
and 1 advantage.
Great. Okay, 1 success, 1 advantage. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. That's right, because you're checking for rocket boosters.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you're going to
thought-
make it more difficult.
I was.
Let's throw that in there, though. Let's do it.
You wanna do it right
I
now?
would love to do that right now.
Let me tell you how many it is, and you tell me if you want to do that or not. I
Okay.
think I gave you 1. I'm going to give you 2 more purple dice to roll to see if you have little rocket boosters.
Okay, and this is important to me, so I'm going to use that
The
DJ regular boost
floating
die
boost
and
die.
add that if that's cool with you.
That sounds good. I'm
Okay.
also going to spend one of my dark side points.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So give me one of those purple back,
Okay.
and take this red instead.
Oh.
However,
Okay.
before you do this, it might help you to know that double GXG, hi Garav,
Hi,
we all love Garav, gives M1A1 a reroll. He
That's
says,
what best friends do.
That's right. He says, now that we're friendly friends,
Yep.
I hope this makes you feel good. Incorporated.
It does make me feel good incorporated. Our friendly rivalry has definitely been upgraded to friendly friendship.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if there's a way you can kind of roll it without knocking all
Yeah,
those
let me
over.
see if I can kind of get someone with non-gloved hands kind of roll that
Can
to the
you,
side,
like-
and then
Yes.
I'll just try and
I'll
trap
try and
it.
remember to give you more dice in the
That-
future.
Ooh.
No failures, so you still succeed on it. And it's
But I now succeed with despair.
2 threat.
No,
Or threat.
Two
Threat.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but you.
One threat, right?
Oh, yeah. No.
No, you
They
also-
all cancel out. So
I
you
just
succeed.
succeed.
Great. Oh, yeah.
Convenience rockets activate.
It's strange that they've named it convenience
Those are only there
rockets.
sometimes.
All right. Yeah. Clear all those out. Good
Plot,
job. Yeah.
plot device rockets, would that be better?
Yeah, plot device.
Writing-
Deus Ex Machina rockets.
They get a little. They get a
Deus
little
Ex
harder.
Machina rockets.
They get a little harder to activate each time you try and use them.
Yeah.
Dash, you're
right.
left alone, just kind of hanging here at these open doors, looking down the corridor. There's been a wide range of reactions so far, so let's see what happens.
All right, I'm going to use coordination. Of course, I have to go last.
Yes.
Ooh.
You did really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
very good. So that's a total, I see 2 successes, 3 advantage,
advantage.
only 1 threat, so
Yep.
that's a total of
So
2
two
successes,
advan-
2 advantage.
Yeah.
I'm very coordinated.
You guys are picking up these dice roll very well. I'm very impressed. You're doing
Oh,
very
nice.
good.
Oh,
A little bit of a learning curve.
You're a good teacher.
Oh, yeah, I am. So no problem. How do you climb down this thing? How would
I kind
How
of
would
mumble
Dash
to
do it?
myself, like, I can't believe we have to do this right now, but at least no one else is around me, and I just kind of slowly edge my way down carefully towards
that? No
everyone.
problem.
Dash is a curmudgeon.
A little bit. It's just people are upsetting.
How old is Dash? Is Dash like 60?
No, I imagine Dash to be like mid-30s, maybe
Okay,
40.
so a young curmudgeon.
Yeah.
Dom's a young curmudgeon.
Shut up.
That's our Dom.
That's our
So you guys get into this side passage. Other than it being at a weird angle, you're able to make your way along pretty quickly to the bank of escape pods. Most of them are missing already. There is one left at the end of the bank. There's no problem. Order of who would be going in and what? I mean, get to the door. Who would get to the door for? Who's in the lead? You were kind of in the lead so far.
I mean, I was in the
You were.
lead. I feel like I was still. I needed to collect myself.
I hope you bring that chair with you.
you're
it
feeling-
will like
I
it will
still
run.
rolling somewhere.
In that hallway, just kind of like spinning in his chair.
Yeah.
No, I just imagine like we're about to leave and the chair just comes rolling in.
Ta-da!
It's gunning for him.
Yeah, Cape Fear style. Yeah.
It's underneath the escape pod.
It's a chair.
This is a chair hooked to the underside of the escape pod as we enter the atmosphere.
All right, don't ruin it because that's got to happen now.
It's like tape, you know.
Yeah. It just says roller chair.
Yeah, I'm not. I would not be going first.
Okay,
I
you're
feel like I'm
definitely,
still
like-
collecting myself.
Probing around, being like, "Oh yeah, I lost a tooth."
I'd want to make sure, as the acting captain now, I'd want to make sure everyone got on there before I did.
droid blasting, leading the way?
Looks like it's me.
I'm trailing behind.
Okay.
Just hovering slightly off the ground.
So you use your wacky arms, again, close up on the arms, flopping in towards the door, little C-clamps grab like the, I don't know, what do you call that?
We'll just actually, my arms are flapping
The
into it, and then there's a quick
porthole.
edit, and the door is open.
It's got low budget Star Wars really quickly. Escape pod's open, no problem. You trundle your way in kind of slowly. Everyone is like, ship's like,
Come on, guys.
almost in. You can get in, second would be you.
Yeah.
I'll go, before the captain.
As you are, before the captain, so as you're about to go in, so imagine there's just this kind of narrow corridor and people are getting in, there's an increased shuddering. The part of the hull, the metal walls, shears away by the force of this rattling, and the void of outer space comes screaming through, I guess. There's this rush of air as the entire place starts venting. In between, this is right as you're about to go in, so I'm going to need a check from you.
Oh, God.
Coordination.
No, that's not bad.
You two are already safely in the escape pod. Little cramped escape pod. It's just barely room for all of you guys. There'd be more room if they left the droid behind.
I mean, honestly.
There's this suction
right.
rushing
Use the
through.
arms, grab them.
So I'm just going to do one purple and let's do just one black setback again for this check. That's fine.
Can I
That's your
use a light
coordination.
side port?
You got plenty.
Do it.
Please do.
Okay.
I need more.
And that gives me one of these. A boost?
Oh,
No, whoa.
that boost back. Take one of your greens,
Uh-huh.
turn it into a yellow.
Yes.
Even better.
Oh man, I can feel the triumph happening right now. I can feel
So
it.
triumphant.
Well, there's some
Success!
Yay!
With advantage.
With an advantage.
Yay!
Success, no problem.
Yeah.
So it's like
What's Wookiee for yay?
you guys are like get in, turn around, see this.
Poignant.
It's like a 6 foot by 6 foot section of the hole is just ripped out. You see it flash away into outer space, right behind where you're standing. Takes part of the floor away as well. You kind of do the jump in. You guys are hit by a big Wookiee as he like lands in the escape pod. You are on the other side of this gap between you. 6 foot gap of roaring outer space. Escape pod. Door is still open. There's not a whole lot of air left in this like section of the house here. Ship. In this section of the ship. Starbucks. Comes past. I'm going to need either a discipline or a leadership check from you. The actual jump would not be impossible. You just have to kind of stand back and just do a little bit of a jump and just trust. Just don't get psyched out. Don't freak yourself out that if you stumble a little bit, you will fall into the void of space and be sucked off to your certain doom.
Definitely going to go with discipline.
You know,
Okay.
usually
Can any
that,
of us
usually
help
whatever.
her at all? Are we
Yeah.
close
Use your
enough
arms.
to-
Just
Yes.
Can I use my
send
extendo
your
arms?
arms out.
I think you can. Okay. I don't know how far they extend. I imagine you just going, yeah!
They just keep
Can-
going
pretty well attached to
wherever
me.
that-
I'll use my
Can I use
extendo
my-
arms.
I'd like to use my Wookiee strength to push this droid out just a little bit further.
I just think I have extendo arms because everyone just extends me whenever I try and use them.
So
Extendo arm.
if you guys are both helping, you can take a boost die for each of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I also, is this the kind of escape pod you can pilot, or is it just going to go
Yeah, I think
wherever it wants?
it's gonna shoot down onto this planet below you. So you've got a view. There's like the front viewport, and you can see the surface of the planet below you.
Okay.
It's got that. It's filling up a lot of space right now, and you're getting a lot of like this. You know, the orange reentry flame is kind of like roaring up around it.
Okay. So
We're very hot right now. And cold at the same time.
It's weird.
It's gonna be 2 purple,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give you 1 black setback. And I'm gonna spend a dark side point to turn one of those purple into a red, because if despair comes up, or a bunch of failure, I am going to throw you into outer space, I think.
And then you'll die.
even with my magnetic boots and all.
Oh, man, there's no time to re-engage those.
There might be, we'll see. Is it a failure?
Let's see.
It is 2 failure.
Wait, there's 2 successes.
Yeah.
One,
one-
two,
it's
three,
one
4
failure.
advantages. Yeah, it's 1 failure.
Oh, I didn't see one of the successes. It's one failure, and how many advantage and threat do we have? Just one threat?
We have
3
one
total
threat.
advantage.
Yeah, 3 total advantage.
Okay, so you back
So
up.
my successes and failures
There's
cancel out.
There's this
No, there's
yawn.
one.
Oh, there's one there. Oh,
There's this
grr.
yawning edge of the pit, like, and just underneath you, just space. You back up, and you go, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Run, and then just as you're about to jump, you just get that bulk, and you don't quite do it. Brushes
Yes.
against the extendo arms,
They're
and
hard to
then
grab.
you just go back free as you start drifting out through the door, through this gap. Your advantage. Would you like to spin? And you can say no to
you die
this.
instantly.
Would you like
in
to-
the coldness of space instead of suffering?
Would you like to be able to grab onto the metal edge of the rent in the hole and kind of be holding yourself there for a second, and maybe one of these guys can save you?
Yeah.
Or would you like to just fly out into space?
No, I
Which
want to
would you
grab
like
the
to
metal
do?
edge.
I'll take
Well-
some other suggestions. You also, I'm going to suggest for you, I would say read over your equipment. All of you guys have a list of gear that you guys have
Oh.
on the bottom of your thing.
Yes, we do.
I have a flight suit.
You, amongst everybody, have an interesting item. Okay, you guys, droid, you see her fly out there.
Boo!
Like already you can see like frost forming at the edges of her like mouth and eyes and everything like that as she starts flash freezing. What would you guys do?
Can I?
So she's holding on to the ship.
Am I?
There's almost no
she-
air
Am
like
I
she-
wearing
is she
my
holding
flight
on?
suit?
Yes, I'm sorry, you're holding on, right? That what we
Well, wait.
described?
Am I wearing my flight suit?
You are wearing your flight suit.
So is it? It's a flight suit where I'll be okay in space for a minute or two.
Okay, so let's get all the facts
Okay,
on the
yeah.
table. So we'll if we were using D&D style rules, let's even do a little map here so we know what's going on.
Do you want any of these?
Yeah.
The little guy, make sure.
Can I use these little guys? Dry erase, yes.
Sorry. Okay.
So it's probably, let's do like the classic 10-foot corridor. Is this visible?
Yep.
Tom? Awesome.
Classic
Could be a
corridor.
little bit heavier on the line, but.
Okay. Great, I'll do that in a second. So here's your escape pod. You guys are all crammed in here. I don't know, probably have to be a little bigger, huh? Okay, so represented by these lovely tokens. This, maybe even a little further than that, is gone. Space.
Where's the chair in this situation?
Yeah.
Right
that's
around
really
the corner there.
The chair,
Waiting.
Pictured.
that's a great question.
Waiting.
And we're gonna put you guys should all be light side points. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That'll be heavier. Okay, so you, I think, wanted to cling on to the edge here. So
Oh.
we'll say that's so far away.
She's so far away.
We're gonna call these 2.5-foot squares instead of 5-foot squares. I don't think it would be quite that spacious. But yeah, so that's like 5 feet. So you're kind of hanging on to the edge here, I think. So she's about 5 feet away. You guys are all in here, and yeah, you hear that rattle of the chair getting sucked down
No.
as you like peer out there. So it's black, lights are going off, power's starting to fail. The atmosphere is getting very thin now. All of your guys' ears pop, and it's suddenly noises are becoming a lot more quiet as the atmosphere is venting out of this place. You probably have a chance to make like one semi-heroic action. You are wearing a flight suit. You mentioned that. It says, it just happens to say this on hers, flight suit. Can you read what that
It says +1 soak already included in soak value.
Great.
Can seal for vacuum tolerance.
Yes. So if you wanted to spend your advantage, instead of grabbing onto this thing to seal your suit,
Okay.
you would
that would
be
make more
pulled
sense.
out into space, but then you could,
Be saved.
I'd say you could put on your vacuum tolerance. Well, then you're just kind of floating out in space around a crashing ship.
What? I have climbing gear. What would that consist of? Would that consist of rope?
Definitely rope. Probably like a thin filament rope, grapple, batons, carabiners.
Could I try with a grapple and rope to see if I could swing it out to here
Yeah.
so that maybe she could grab onto it?
I want to see what you want to do first. So are you grabbing onto this and you don't have a suit on? Now, you're not going to die immediately if you're not vacuum sealed, but you will take 3 wounds and 3 strain every round.
Oof.
If you are vacuum sealed, then I'm gonna put you like out here, and you're gonna
Okay.
start free falling.
I think I'm going to stay hanging on for a second.
Okay, so your face is
See if
starting
I
to,
can-
your lips are turning blue, she's freezing. Take 3 strain, 3 soak, or 3 strain and 3 wounds. 3 strain, 3 wounds, yes. You reach for your climbing gear. This is going to be probably the one action you guys can make before I'm going to do more damage to her. Is that
Okay.
what we want to do? Dash steps forward. You have like a case or something on your side.
Yeah.
Pull out the filament line, get the grapple, start spinning it up to speed. I'll take survival. That sounds good.
Survival?
That works for me.
That is 2 yellow, 2 gray.
Unless there's another skill you want to use. I would also
No.
take ranged light.
No, I think. Where's my ranged? No, survival's better.
Okay.
I will do it.
Because you're essentially trying to throw a grapple onto a thing.
Hold on, Kai!
Oh, and take
Oh no.
2 purple, standard
Oh no.
difficulty.
I think I still did it.
You're good.
Yep,
With
you did
advantage.
With advantage.
Okay, so success is it gets to her, you're trying to get it over to her. What do you want your advantage to be? How many do you have? Just 1? 2?
Just one.
Just 1 advantage. Okay.
I want the advantage to be that it. Let's see. So I'm throwing it to her. You're holding on to the side, right? I want it to be that it kind of like as it hooks, it kind of hooks around her, so the rope is kind of holding
Nice.
her in.
Okay, awesome. So like the weighted edge comes flying out around you and it like wraps around an arm or something like
Yeah.
that. All together now?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's like totally stretched out, pulls you in. Wookiee, you're pulled in, you land in the warm arms of the droid.
Oh, it was the droid.
Wookiee, you're by the door.
Yeah.
Just as the chair. Seconds away, you slam the door shut.
And then I flick it off with my big Wookiee fingers.
I'll be back.
You guys are shot out of the ship. Yeah, the droid is just like, or
the
droid, the
droid.
chair stuck at the edge is just going, like, peering around it, shaking back and forth. The ship, the Thunderhead quickly becomes small. This is maybe some of the first ship you ever served on. Maybe it's definitely could be the last. You see it growing smaller as you get closer and closer to the planet's surface, becoming almost just like toy-sized. It looks so sad up there, like listing, gas still shooting out of the back of it. You can see the huge black rent where the ordnance exploded. And you can see the engines trying to fire, trying to keep it stable. And then it starts to break up from the end. Helm breaks to pieces. And it's just a debris field is all that's left as you guys land screaming through the surface. And it fades into the daylight sky as you strike and land home on the small, forsaken, barren planet known as Pell. You didn't pay much attention to it on the planetary logs when you guys were traveling around. You know, you're in orbit around all sorts of planets. Yeah. There's probably, you see even in the daytime, little like meteor shower kind of streaks from the Star Destroyer and from your Thunderhead as things kind of burn up in the atmosphere. There's the big shudder as the escape pod, hits the ground. And you're just kind of standing here in this little metal cylinder, probably about as big as the table. The door is shut, slightly warm to the touch probably. I guess your little windows that you were looking through are directly overhead, so you're just looking up at that blue sky and seeing those little streaks of light from things entering the atmosphere.
It's okay.
Oh, plaintive growl.
It's okay, Gay Mafia.
Gay Mafia.
It really sounds like
Mafia.
you're saying gay mafia.
Gay Mafia.
I gotta shirt that to gay mop.
Gay Mafia.
Okay. So gay mop, you there? You
Came out
guys
of
are
the same plan as you.
Okay.
You guys are all just standing there, kind of in the darkness of this escape pod.
We should probably stay in here where it's safe and comfortable.
You can, but we need to eat and drink.
Yeah.
I brought snacks.
Tunk. Mini fridge.
It's oil. It's like a juice box full of oil.
Well, as you guys are looking around, so I guess first question, does anyone open the door?
Well, what kind of planet is this?
Yeah, what's
One
the
way to find out.
atmosphere?
Well, I have a respirator, so one of us could be okay when we open the door. if
I've got my
something's
flight suit.
wrong. All right. I hope
It's
you can
Star
I
Wars.
can hold my breath.
It's Star Wars, so everything is breathable. Even if you're inside of a giant space worm on an asteroid, you just need to put a little. Yeah, it's fine. Just put a little mask on.
That's helpful.
Yeah, so you know the planet's going to be fine.
Okay.
Anyone know anything about this planet? Possible dangers, like
What would that be under? Just knowledge?
I would take a knowledge check. Yeah.
I'll check my databanks, see if I know anything about.
Like you're
this
actually
coordinate.
trained in knowledge, right? You have some yellow dice.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, great. It'll be. This is a pretty small unknown planet on the outer rim, so take 3 purple.
Okay.
just don't want to step outside and have something come up and eat us.
Smart move.
Jesus. Yikes.
Yeah, that's a major failure, but I think I might have some advantage.
Yeah.
So that's 2 failure, 2 advantage.
Okay, 2 failure, 2 advantage. So your failure is, yeah, just not in your system. If you had gotten threat, that would give you misinformation. Your database would get crossed.
Sure.
But, so you don't know anything about this specific planet. I'll say your advantage, though, is that you're familiar with the system in general.
Okay.
So you know it's pretty much, it's a very, very sparsely settled planet. There's very little here in terms of natural resources. It does have some sort of colony presence somewhere, but there's like 1 city of any size on it.
I want to spend about 5 minutes rattling off as much information as I can recall.
So he's like, well, you know, there's,
Annual rainfall.
yep,
Do you have
chemical composition of the
Do
atmosphere.
you have Wookiee treats inside your snack pod?
There's a peanut.
Oh.
What? Oh, hold on. Let's split that. You have to show.
The little
I
lights
like it.
inside kind of finally snap on after you guys have been there for 5 minutes. And you do notice that there is a little hatch. There's obviously the door to get you out, but then there's the actual, like if you're on an airplane, it's like in red letters stenciled on the metal side, and it says emergency supplies.
Oh.
It's like a big handle you have to pull.
Good.
I was going to ask for a sound effect. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
So this section of the wall comes
I
down.
owe you 1 emergency ration. No.
Captain Deerkins.
What? Chair.
Chair.
Love the chair.
Yeah. So this is a list of all the items you find in this
So we have
neatly packed.
emergency rations, 3 days worth, sufficient for up to 3 life forms. How handy. Portable water condenser. Expeditionary backpack. We have 3 of them. They're all empty. 50 feet coil of rope. 3 stim packs. A long-range scanner. Macro binoculars. A comm unit. A fusion lantern with power cell. And smart fabric thermal tarp, 20 by 20. It's a modular tent.
No, it's not a bad haul.
Not bad at all.
With the remarks on what you guys have on you. So obviously you
I'm gonna-
escaped this ship in a moment's notice. So you're not necessarily going to have everything on you that's listed on your equipment. I will say, obviously, whatever you're wearing, your weapons, but no stim packs or repair kits. The only ones you have are what's listed on here.
Comlink?
What about comlinks?
Yeah, you guys have comlinks.
Do they only talk to each other?
Yeah.
Right here.
Is a stim pack different than a med kit?
Let's see.
I have.
Aha. I will say you have your med kit on you.
Okay.
it's part of it.
Inside of your inside of your little chest plate or
your
whatever.
fridge.
Oh, right.
So the med kit is like that will let you, if you have downtime, you can actually like
That's on my back half.
bandages and iodine and stuff like that. Stim packs are like basically a syringe. You go and you go, I don't feel pain anymore. This is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's different than being healthy, but I'll take it.
So what I'll do, we'll just distribute it. Each of the 3 of us gets a backpack, our 3 days worth of rations, and then we can split up the other stuff to carry. So not one person is carrying everything.
I should probably hold on to 1 ration as a snack.
Ground, 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 ground. Tasty.
He's just gonna suck it up with his arms, basically, with the tubes. Yeah, gone.
Okay. That's kind of a full accounting of the little emergency pod. Doors still shut.
Well, all the other pods were gone, which probably means other crew members, my guess would be somewhere here on the planet. So,
Can we try the comm link to see if anybody
Yeah.
answers?
So your individual comm links, ones listed down there, those are all just like kind of short range, walkie-talkie, cell phone things.
Oh, but there's a comm unit.
The comm unit on here, as you kind of unpack that, it's like a bigger, bulkier
Hammer
thing. It's got a little extensible radar dish that opens up. But you'd have to set that up outside somewhere. It's
Okay.
kind of too small in here.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start out. Let's look for the nearest.
The captain grabs the door.
Yep.
Smells weird out here. You guys push open the little hatch, step out onto barren rock. It's so barren out here. It looks like scoured kind of badlands landscape. Lichen grows on the ground in lots of places. This multicolored lichen, reds and yellows. Couple small, tiny little scrub plants, tiny little yellow or white flowers growing in like kind of nooks and crannies. But you don't see like any trees. You don't see bushes or anything like that. It's very, very little. Everything's extremely low to the ground. The air is a lot thicker and muggier than you guys are used to. It feels very, very humid. And there's this strong sense of, or strong hint of kind of sulfur tinged with a weird, it's hard to place spice, kind of just on the edges of your senses, almost like saffron or something like that. It's this unusual kind of smell or scent. The skies
So it's an Indian fart planet. Indian food fart planet.
Indian food fart planet. The sky is an extremely pale blue that gets a little bit yellowish around the edges of the horizon. And there aren't any big clouds or anything like that. You just kind of see those really like wafty kind of clouds you get like if you took a paintbrush and it would just like white. So it's kind of big misty patches in the sky. As far as you can see, looking around from the horizon to horizon, it's just flat. It goes out as far as you can see. There's almost no elevation gain or anything like that. Somewhere out on the horizon, there's a little like, as a geyser goes off. And then like another one over there. Seems very geologically active. That's about all you guys see.
A lot of lichen, though.
A lot of lichen.
Wow, abundant life.
We're in luck. As you guys get outside, that long-range comm unit sort of flips on.
Different.
Different year.
Starts scanning through channels. Doesn't pick up anything. And then finally, boop, boop. Just two signals, pretty weak. There's a little, I guess the long-range scanner kind of, you were able to hook it up to that as well and get kind of a readout of the surroundings. So it doesn't give you much information. It just shows your dot and then like big area that's searching around. A settlement, it looks like, about 3 days away.
Okay.
Quite far.
We have that in rations.
We do.
Well, almost that, plus a snack.
I ate the peanut already.
Boo.
Ruined it.
About 3 days away, looks like it must be a very small settlement, or like Luke Skywalker's farm size or something like that. But that's the only thing you're picking up, except for a stronger signal, about half a day away in a different direction, looks to be coming from another escape pod.
Well,
It's a real Sophie's choice.
It would add about a day to get there and come back to your position, and then the other 3 days. If you did that, you could go on half rations, basically, iron rations to make your rations last. But since you're kind of starving yourselves, you'll take an additional 2 strain per day that you're on low rations. But just as your strain threshold goes down from that.
If we go to the other pod, there might be more stuff in it.
yeah. And
Yeah, but
maybe
there's also other
more
people.
And
need
more
that
people.
stuff.
And who knows if they'll still be there? It might be better to go to the settlement. We can always head back later. If we
I
have
think
to.
I think it might be better to go to the settlement because they would have access to food sources that we might be able to store up enough to be able to go to the other pod.
No,
Maybe like
our
a ship.
programmed prerogative is to protect all life.
Have fun with that. Let's go to the settlement.
Droid can go to the pod and meet us at the settlement. Hug.
The droid, so obviously food doesn't affect you. However, droids aren't great just being out in the middle of expanses of the desert.
They get
designed for
they
that.
get really lonely.
And agoraphobic.
Yeah, you do. You definitely need a droid buddy to complain to the entire time. Without that, it's bad.
I feel like I probably am that droid buddy to complain to. That seems like my role.
You need the sassy robot.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have an alpha droid? You're the beta droid?
A beta droid in search of an alpha. That's a life. So,
And Craigslist posting.
so your strain as a droid, just from being exposed to grit and the sun without like a repair place, your strain will go down by 1 every day, just flat.
Okay.
Regardless, it doesn't matter until you get into a settlement. So you're just going to be losing strain.
Okay. So so we're going to the settlement. Agreed?
I think
Yes.
so.
All right.
But
Too bad.
Your directive is to follow the captain's orders or get a memory wipe.
that is correct.
Right. All right.
All right. So the first day on this planet passes slowly. I mean, it just takes forever. You're just walking across almost featureless badlands. You're able to keep your direction with the long-range scanner, keeps you going. That's fine. You definitely are picking up on stuff. Luckily, nothing seems to be hostile. There's almost no life to speak of.
Is there anything as we're going that maybe we could eat or utilize? Could I?
Can we eat some of the lichen?
I'll take a survival check from you to notice that.
Okay.
This will be 2 purple.
Okay. Will the lichen be delicious? 1, 2, 3, 4,
It
5.
looks like
You
it might be edible,
succeed
but
a lot,
not
but-
delicious.
A bunch of threat, huh?
5 successes,
Yeah.
1 threat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and 2. Yeah, what she said.
5 success, 1 threat.
You guys are getting good. Great. Okay, 5 successes, 1 threat. So 5 successes is enormous. Yeah, no problem. Plenty of lichen to eat. But yeah, it's at best you'll make a disgusting paste out of it. Yeah, you can kind of scrape the lichen off. You notice some other life forms out there too. Oh, with a threat, do you? Yeah, you do. There's like they kind of scamper out of the way, like little rodent chipmunk kind of things. Just very small little ground-dwelling creatures that like skitter around in between the rocks when you get close.
Well, we can eat that if we get hungry.
Yeah, they look like they're mostly bones and.
Yum.
Is the lichen moist enough to
Bland.
lubricate my joints?
No, not with a threat.
Can we mark that one? Can we pull that quote?
Somehow that just.
You pass these like kind of
Yes.
beautiful. It is like weirdly beautiful out here though. There's these big, super hot boiling pools of like water. It seems like the entire planet is intensely geothermal and it's right near the surface. So you pass just like there'll just be like big ponds just in these kind of irregularly shaped pools of rocky stone with this colorful lichen around it, steaming with these big plumes of steam, fumaroles kind of coming out of the ground here and there. Geysers, like every 45 minutes walking around, a geyser goes off somewhere. So it's kind of beautiful. It looks like you're going to be okay for water. The lichen, you can scrap something together. And then there's like little like small purple cactuses with really prickly spines and stuff. Those look like they're poisonous. You wouldn't want those. So yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. You rolled 5 successes? Okay. So by the end of the day, that's about all that's happened. You get and you're setting up camp. I'm going to say each of those successes can turn into 1 strain that somebody can get back on their little strain count. How do you want to hand those out? As you guys are all sitting around the camp eating your paste.
Are we all?
I have 4
I have
strain.
5 strain.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Captain.
Okay, how many? Just 1 or 2?
You can break it up if you want
yeah,
to
you
break it up.
Wait, how many do I have now? How many can I break up?
You've got 5 successes, so up to 5.
So 5, up to 5. Oh, well then, you should take 2.
Okay.
You should take 1. Well, actually, you take 2. Do you have any?
I have 2 strain.
Why don't you take 3 then?
You
Because
sure?
I only
Okay.
have 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you lose 1 every day though.
Yeah, so
That's
and for
true.
you, it's your maximum is going down. So at the end of this day, you can't have higher than 10 strain.
Okay.
Okay. And tomorrow it'll be 9. Okay.
so-
That work for everybody?
Does that
So
work?
did I get one? Is
Did
that
you
what
get
said?
one or?
Well, what do you think? I mean, I guess
can do-
you
yeah.
could do one, and you guys could both do two, and then that way you're losing less.
Okay, I mean, I'm fine with what my Maximo's still going to go down. So she's hurt a lot more than I am.
Until he gets repaired.
Yeah.
Until he gets to a settlement. Yeah, you need civilization. You need somebody with a little oil gun to go.
Well, we don't know what's
Take
gonna
one of
go,
those.
so
Take
might
one
as
of
well
those
look.
weird
what?
oil baths.
Yeah. That's
Jump right in.
strangely erotic. Ooh, an oil bath.
Nutrient issue has been resolved, correct?
So you got to strain back. So it turns out, yeah, the lichen does. There's an oil you can press out of it. That's why it tastes so gross, but it's good for the oil, the joints there. Okay, so you guys, that's kind of the end of the first day. You are setting up your camp. The fusion lantern's out, glowing with this like nice bright yellow light in a little circle. Strangely peaceful. The stars come out at night, and tons of these shooting stars, which
I love that we both went there.
you guys are on it. Which kind of brings down the mood because you're like, oh yeah, those are people we used to know, or like burning up in the atmosphere.
Dear God.
Dear kiss.
Yeah.
Pour one out for the homies.
But it's weirdly in this like weird little crick, sounds at night, and it's
just
so
go,
peaceful. Yeah,
That's the cricket on the hell.
yeah, the screaming crickets of hell. Yeah.
And they're only this big, but they're really loud.
I'm sorry.
You've got a chance at this point, if you want to use a medicine check to try and heal anybody's wounds. This would be a good time to do that.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay.
I think
I have
you're the only one
You're
that's
wounded.
wounded.
right?
So I have a 3 in wounds.
Yes, I would like to do that. So medicine check.
Medicine check. It's just 2 purple to get started. However, as you use this kit, the more you use it, the more you're kind of going to use up your bandages and your ointments and things like that. So it'll be a little bit harder each time you use this med kit until you can get back to the settlement.
Okay.
So just be 2 purple right now, though. Each success heals you by 1 wound, and each advantage by 1 strain.
So 2 success, 2 advantage.
Great. So you can heal 2 wounds and 2 strain.
Nice.
Great. No failures, and that's counting the failure.
Yeah.
That's counting the failure.
Nice. Good medical droid.
I'd also like to use this time to
Just relax.
Wait, it was 2 wounds and 2
The
strain?
massage.
Yes, I just
Wow.
want to chat conversationally about how since we have food now, there's really no reason for us to keep going to the settlement because we could go back and get those people from the escape pod.
Do I have enough? Well, my computer's is 2. I'd like to turn off his talking unit for the
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah, you can. That's just a big green switch right on the
Yeah.
front panel.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
really.
saying, since all
You can still talk. Yeah, it's-
Duly noted.
It's probably not a switch, but you could turn down the volume a little bit. So it's just
Duly
not quite
noted.
as loud. Well, that is a good point, though. I think so. I think your survival check will be enough to kind of.
Stop doing that anymore.
oh, I'm sorry.
specifically cup your mouths around the microphone before you scream. So
Everybody
no sound.
scream! Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, you got me there.
Well,
but
I'm trying to
turn
get
them
you.
down.
I'm trying to get them.
Yeah, well, you failed at that. So
They turn off my volume.
the tent is this like big piece of. It's just like greenish
Yeah.
gray fabric, but you can kind of like looks like just regular felt or something like that, but you can like crease it, and the creases stay, so you can kind of like fold it into a tent
Ooh, neato.
or a dome or whatever you guys need to do with it.
Okay, cool.
You guys all have to kind of cram up in there together, though. Except, is the droid allowed inside the tent?
Well,
I mean, when I hibernate, all of my floppy arms get pulled into my body, and I just kind of
become a
lower down over
container.
my feet. I become just a normal trash can. I empty my cavity in the morning, because oftentimes by accident people throw things away at me.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, you probably have little. If you need to make a check to see if someone throwing anything useful away in you in a pinch, that's a good idea.
I always
Wait a
check
minute.
in the morning.
I turn him back up, but he's not allowed to talk during the night unless there is an emergency.
That's good thinking. So you are making him stay outside. Okay, so the 3 of you
he
are kind of. It's kind of a cozy
Ooh.
tent, especially with a big walking carpet like a Wookiee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
But it's
I'm
nice
betting.
and cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is comfortable. He's got that Wookiee musk, which is hard to describe, but yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't know, Indian food fart planet.
Yeah, it's probably a welcome relief.
Yeah.
Could you hand me a Coke Zero?
Happily.
Because my voice. Great.
Yamapia actually takes very good care of himself. He uses what is that?
Whoa.
It's fine. Everything's
Tail and mane.
Anakin!
Mane and tail.
Mane and tail shampoo. Smells slightly of oatmeal bath.
Okay, so you've got like a nice luxurious coat. I like it. Okay, well, the night passes uneventfully. You guys get ready for the second day.
I want to check and see if anyone's thrown anything away at me during the night.
That is until, yes, so that's good. So you guys are still sound asleep, snoozing with the Wookiee. You can hear those roaring Wookiee snores inside. In the
Which is
pre-dawn
oddly
light,
soothing.
before the sun even comes up, when it's just that, like, the ground and the sky are almost that same color of dark gray, you kind of turn on, you're checking to see if anything's
Good
thrown away.
morning, M1A1.
Actually, I'm going to need a... Can you give me a... Can you give me a vigilance check opposed by 1 red and 2 purple?
A vigilance check?
Yeah.
You guys should
What is
not
your vigilance?
leave me on watch. It is a green.
Can still pass that.
Nope.
Great. Okay,
Time
so
to in-depth search the old cavity. Vision unit shutting off.
So yeah, you've got your arm down your own throat when you notice. There's a little bit of a low rise in front of you, just like 4 or 5 feet tall.
Just imagine like, aww.
And that's when you notice the figure just sitting there, just squatting on the rock. It looked just like part of this rocky outcropping until it stands up. Like extends. When it stands up to its full height, it's about 8 feet tall. 7.5
cannoli.
feet tall, but proportioned like a human basically, so just very tall man, like Shaquille O'Neal. If Shaquille O'Neal was some sort of mantis type figure, if Shaquille O'Neal had an ant head,
Are you saying? So you're saying he's not?
So he's exactly the same, but ant head.
and the thick chitinous plating across his body and its weird, like gooey gray ball joints that it has.
Now this thing is wearing a Lakers jersey in my head.
I mean, you described Shaquille O'Neal in Steel,
praying mantis head.
in the movie Steel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
similar to that. Okay, so
I'm still picturing him like going like this and then like.
that's exactly. Yeah, what they do is they're like the embarrassing like retracting of the arm, like nothing. I wasn't touching myself.
Sure, we'll go with that. Actually, I'll probably
was only
make
astrogating.
a startled noise while I...
No, I wasn't astrogating, I swear.
Even though you don't have vocal cords, so it wouldn't be strangled at all.
It's the surprise that strangles it.
Oh!
It has these 2 giant bug eyes, big multifaceted eyes, like hemispherical globes that like are just staring blankly ahead, no eyelids or anything like that. And they have this like iridescent kind of sheen over them. 2 big long feathered antennas that come out. They're kind of like wagging slightly. And so you're a little trash can droid, so it's full twice as tall as you. And it just like very...
How far away is it? It's...
Oh, I mean, it was like 25 feet away.
Oh, God,
Was.
okay.
But it is walking just very steadily towards you. Arms are at its side, you don't see anything in its hands. It's just got weird 3-part claw hands, lots of joints. It does have kind of a thing on its back. It looks like it's a long spear
Okay.
on its back. It has some sort of crude harness, made it looks like from woven plant matter or something like that. And then the spear itself, which is probably about 6 feet long, so as tall as long as a person, and it's good size for him. It just walks right up to where you are. There are little blinking lights kind of glowing there, and like looks at the little tent, looks back over at you, and then reaches around behind, takes out a small crude sack, like that big, kind of made from fabric bunched together at top and tied, hands it over, puts it on top of you. Yeah. I love all these cuts of we see it coming towards your house. And cut away to...
There's just on my head.
Yeah. The medicine check earlier. Cut away and you're like,
Wait, bandaging.
all bandaged. Oh, I forgot to... Sorry, I have to do this.
Oh, there you go.
I haven't even used it yet. What's the point of having a unicorn chalice? Oh, I don't want to do that again.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we all drink?
I feel like we
I do normally have drinking game rules when I play, which is whenever you guys flip over a point, you guys have to drink. But not today.
We could have.
I mean, we still.
Everyone's
could.
drinking water. What's the point? Just keep us hydrated. Puts a little sack on top of M1A1. Looks at the tent. Looks back to you.
Probably time to wake up, humans and furry human.
Points to itself.
I am only trained to understand. Help, ouch, and please stop mending that.
Points to itself again. Points to you. Points to, does this little circle thing pointing to all of you guys. Makes a little running gesture with its fingers.
Are we awake now?
Points to itself again. Yeah, I guess you said that, right? You guys start stirring. Someone unzips the little tent flap. Zip. Wookie musk. Dander just blooms out.
My hair is just everywhere.
The bug guy.
Like half my hair is just sticking up on one side.
Yeah, and both of you guys have fleas now.
Oh.
They're Wookiee fleas. They
So
don't
they're about
bite,
this. They're about this big.
You can easily get them off.
So, points to everybody. Does a little running gesture. Taps itself in the chest.
I believe it wants to race us.
No.
Does the long, slow drag across the neck. And then turns and just starts walking away into the dusk, or into the dawn, up over the ridge.
I think he's saying follow him if we want to live.
Or follow him if we
you
want to
wanna die.
It's a
Yeah,
little
I can't tell.
There
Can't
appears
tell.
to be a bag on my head.
Well, let's
Which way-
look in the bag.
Which way did he point? Did he point in the direction we were already headed, towards the settlement?
Yeah, let's see, which way did he point? He pointed at you. Oh, which way did he do his little running gestures?
Yeah.
He just kind of did them in front of him.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be directional.
Okay.
So he's walking which way? Toward the settlement?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
he is roughly, and then he kind of disappears over the ledge. And kind of disappears over that little outcrop, and you lose sight of him.
Well, guess
Bag
we
is on your head.
see what's in this bag.
It's starting to.
No.
You start to
let
notice
us.
a little bit of seepage coming out of it, as I guess you would feel this dash. You grab it. The first thing you notice is the sun has come up a little more. This bag, you recognize the fabric it's made out of. It's very familiar. Oh, it's a jumpsuit or flight suit.
Oh.
The same kind of stuff you guys wear on board the ship.
Okay.
And it seems to be tied shut with another bit of like fabric from something. Also, looks like from the uniform.
All right.
It's got something about this big in it.
What's in the sack? What's in the
It's a
sack?
black bag.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, what color is the bag?
Dash, you open it up.
Is it black?
We've a vested interest in this bag's color.
It's a black bag.
Ah!
Title in game.
Titular.
Titular line. You open this black bag up, and it kind of falls open when you take the little bindings off, and it's just a skull, and it's raw and red, like as if just recently someone or something had scoured all of the flesh and meat off of it.
What is it? Is it a snack?
Not for us.
Good one.
It was a snack for something.
Well, I mean, that guy didn't try to eat us, so is he trying to help or?
I think he might be.
He said, can I play back a recording of what he said?
Yeah. No, it would.
What is?
It's little. It has little mandibles that kind of clatter together when it makes its name. Isn't that cool?
Anyone understand that?
Continuing to process the information he provided, it seems like he might be telling us he's giving us a head start. At a guess.
Second day begins as the sun climbs into the sky. You guys know you've got about 48 hours of hard marching to get to this settlement across
Okay.
more or less trackless wasteland.
Seems like we should get out of here at least.
Yeah.
Who takes the lead today?
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
You want the binoculars?
No.
Okay. Gaypedia.
Gaypedia.
Game up.
Gamapia.
Gamapia. That's it. Gamapia.
Gay map.
But I do want to go to Gaypedia now.
Gampedia.
Gamapia. Okay.
Just safe search it.
Gamapia, you take the lead. Tall figure. So this thing was probably a couple inches taller than you. Has a little bit of height on you. With the antennas especially. When you guys come over that ridge, you kind of close down the camp. Fusion lantern goes away. It's gone. You don't see it anywhere. But I mean, it's hard to say. It kind of had the same coloration as the landscape itself.
Okay.
Not much for the first half of the day, but about halfway through, the terrain starts getting way rockier, and you start getting real elevation gains and stuff like that. Big boulders and breaks in the terrain, and you're going down, you're going up. You're having to do a little bit of climbing until you finally reach what seems to be just a big rock wall. It's about 40 feet up. Pretty steep. It's not quite sheer, but it'll take some serious climbing to get up it. And I'm going to require a skill check from...
Is there any way around it?
It's kind of not really. It's one of those things where you're like, by the time you get there, you're like, we're going to have to backtrack. I don't even quite know.
Okay.
You're just like, well, we can just get over this. It's only like 40 feet. It's not a terribly hard climb check with your climbing stuff as well. It's not too hard. So you're able to hurl that up there. I'm not even asked for a check. You get your lineup, grapples in place. Who would be first up to the top of the ridge? You really cannot see what's on top of the ridge
I
at all from where
probably
you
would. I'd head up.
Well,
Okay.
I'm going to try and activate my convenience rockets again.
Let's hear this convenience rockets. What order would you go in? Depends if they're successful or not, huh?
I would assume I would just try and go first. For convenience.
Roll your mechanics check. I gave you...
Last time you gave me...
Was it 2 or 3 purple?
I think you gave me 3 purple and a red.
Probably 2 purple and a red.
2 purple and a red.
Okay,
you
so
wanna
let's
up
make
that
it-
this time.
Yeah, let's make it 3 purple and a red this
3
time.
purple and a red.
And I have
have
to...
all of
Oh, I don't want to
these.
spend that point, so just make it 3
We have
purple.
all of these.
No red.
This is not that important.
You guys should spend them, though. I mean, they're easy to spend and get back. Is kind of that.
Because he uses them a lot.
Yeah, the other... It's another good strategy is use them all up. Oh, nice.
Okay,
Oh.
so 4 success, but 1 disadvantage?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
1
not-
despair. Sorry.
One
threat.
threat.
Threat, Jesus.
That's no problem then. So little boosters go...
We...
Yeah, you just land on top, no problem. Your one threat is just take a strain as
From the G-force.
Yep. You guys are all blown backwards a step as he takes off.
Jeez.
Lands on the little ridge 40 feet up. Dash comes climbing up. You get to the top right after that. Who would be second or third?
I'll go second.
Or third or fourth, I guess.
I'll go, or third, yeah.
So the two of you are climbing up as you guys are making your way up, and you're about 20 or 30 feet up as you get to the top, and you're just doing wheelies on the ground for fun. You notice suddenly kind of dropping down from a nearby ridge, landing at the base of this thing that you guys are climbing, that insectoid creature from before. Lands on the ground, straightens up. Has another bag with it this time. Spear is still on its back. And it takes this looks like a rock, but it's a disc. It looks like the edges have been sharpened. The two of you are going to be climbing up this thing still. So I say you are almost at the top. Say you're about 30 feet up.
Okay.
You're about halfway up. You're about 20 feet off the ground.
I think I was ahead
Were you
of
ahead
Flip
of
it?
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flip it. So you're 20 feet up. You're about halfway up. You're 30 feet up. You're almost at the top. So you can like just see her almost there. You're about halfway up. Takes out looks like a disc thrower, basically a shaped piece of wood or resin or something like that.
And like,
Yep. Sends this razor sharp chunk of rock flying right at, say, you. So I'm gonna make an attack roll.
Oh no.
wait, is it below me or is it?
It's at the bottom of this rise, so it is below you. So you could drop 20 feet to the ground if you want to do that and try and fight it. But the rest of your comrades are like up at the
That's
top.
fine.
Of
I
this
want
thing.
to do that.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, I'm gonna make the attack roll for it first.
Alright.
Okay, so it's rolling a yellow and 3 green against 2 purple. It fails with 2 advantage. Okay. Okay, so it fails. So it flings this thing at you. It just misses you. It hits the rock right next to you and bounces off, but that was intended for you, no doubt. To advantage, it's going to spend that to take an automatic maneuver right now, and it's going to, as it kind of sees this look in your eyes, it bounds backwards with this almost like insectile grace. It jumps backwards about 15 feet, lands back, still facing you in a ready posture. Gets ready to like load another of these discs in. Let's go over to you guys. We're going to get initiative checks. This is very easy. Just give me a vigilance. Whatever your vigilance skill is, no purple on it. Sorry. Oh, it's a little far away from me today. Thank you. Okay, and just tell me how many successes. Blink. It means you'll be going last. All right.
Sure.
So
Sure.
I just care about the number of successes. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3 successes.
3 successes. Dash.
1?
Okay. And M1A1.
1.
Great. I think you had 1 advantage on it, right?
Yeah.
So that's the tiebreaker. So you're going to go, then you 2, and then you go dead last. And I already took my move. So take it away, Captain.
Do I have a blaster with me?
Yes, whatever weapon you have listed on here. So it looks like you've got a
Okay.
blaster pistol in your fist.
Yes, I do.
And take a pot shot down here.
I'm
also
gonna
fist.
take a shot at the
But you also do
because
have...
I'm up at the top
Okay.
at this point, right?
You are up at the top.
Okay.
So you've got, this guy's a little bit ways away from you, probably at long range from you right now. So that's going to
Okay.
be 3 purple.
3 purple.
However, it's a cagey opponent, so it's actually going to be a red and 2 purple. It's going to automatically get to upgrade your attack for free.
Okay.
So it's just kind of, you can't quite get a good beat on it. It's like
Right.
about 100 feet away from you from where you are. Draw your blaster, aim.
Okay, so
Looking
got
good.
2 successes, 1 failure. These cancel out.
Nice.
So I have 4 advantage and 1 success.
Wow. Okay, so the way damage works in this, for every success you roll, you could add 1 point of damage onto whatever your listed damage is. So normally we would do 6.
Damage is 6.
So add 1 for your success, so you do 7 damage. That's a hit, so even at long range, you ping this guy. And how many advantage?
4.
Yeah.
Great. So when you're attacking with a weapon, one way you can spend advantage is activating a critical injury.
For 3 advantage.
You
so
can spend
I
3 of
have
your
4.
advantage to do an automatic critical injury on this guy. I have a table that I roll on to see how badly it hurts him.
Okay.
This is how you die, is by taking critical injuries.
Okay.
I roll a D100, which I have over here somewhere, and if it's a 150, you die flat out. Obviously, you can't roll 150 on a D100. The trick is every time you get a critical injury, you add 10 to whatever you roll. So after you've taken 4 or 5, you're in kind of gets dangerous.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And certain
I-
attacks are more dangerous than other ones. But okay, so this is a good one. So you do 7 points of damage to it.
And I'll inflict 1 critical injury on him.
Okay, great. So, I don't have my D100s with me today, or my D10s. Do we have some in there? Can you grab 2 D10s out, please?
2d10.
Yes, please.
Use your black bag skills to identify 2d10.
Success.
I did it.
Can you go ahead and roll that up for me, and I will tell you what it does.
You lose anyway.
Wah, wah, wah.
65.
That's a good roll. Okay, you daze this thing until the end of the encounter. It's disoriented. So I think you take off one of its antennas. This
Excellent.
feather's antenna. Just bing. So you see it from where you're hanging on.
Good job.
It drops back. It's disoriented, which means it's going to take a black setback on all of its rolls for the rest of the encounter.
Okay.
Okay, your 1 gunshot to it does not look like it hurt it that badly. You have a little better view on it. You can see it just, there's like a black mark on its chest plate, but it's all right. Up next, that's right, Dash. Yeah.
All right. So it's still really far away, right? It hasn't. I mean, no.
It seems like it's keeping its distance, yeah.
Okay.
So you've got to decide if you want to scale your way down this cliff, get into a tussle with it, or get everyone up the cliff and just go on your merry way.
I'm gonna try to shoot at it. I have a heavy blaster pistol.
Awesome. Is
So-
range on that is medium, I think?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to be 2 purple and a red for your difficulty.
Okay. And I have.
So from the top of the rise, the captain and the explorer get their blaster pistols out. Hail of gunfire.
Ooh.
No successes, so it's
no,
a failure.
Crap. And
no-
that just completely cancels
Yeah,
it
yeah,
out.
it's just
So
a failure.
you just fail.
No
Yeah,
advantage,
just
no threat. So yeah, you I don't know, you pull a ray at, you're just like, pew, and it just goes off
goes
and hits
wherever.
nothing, yeah.
I get distracted.
Pew pew.
M1A1, you've successfully activated your rockets and landed gracefully atop this little rise.
And I'm doing donuts too still. I was for a little bit.
I love it. Okay, what would you do? Are you going to attack with a little tiny
I'm going to
blaster
try
pistol?
and attack with my light blaster.
Okay, so is it just in your floppy arms, or do you have like a little hatch that opens up and a little gun
No,
comes out?
I say combat mode initiated. Scumbag, scumbag, and it just comes out of my chest.
A scumbag? Oh, the gun. the
Little
gun.
snub.
Preceded by a scumbag.
It's good that it's not in your hands, I think.
Okay, that's great. So same difficulty for you, I
Two
think.
purple and a red.
2 purple and a red. What do you
Awesome.
have?
This
in-
is going to go great. I have 2 green.
Ooh,
Why don't you guys turn one into
Yeah,
yellow?
do you want to turn one into a yellow?
Sure.
yeah. Here's the time to use it.
Right?
There we go. Roll it up.
Scumbag.
Oh no! Oh no!
Despair.
So no success, and there is a despair and a threat.
Ooh.
Goo.
No success. Oh
Yeah, they were
dear.
canceled out
Yeah,
by
they were
failures.
canceled.
Okay, so not only do you miss, there's a despair and a threat. Ooh, good. It gets fun for me now.
I don't like it when the GM gets all happy.
Yeah, that's never a good
Okay, I think
sign.
I just gotta go. You're right up on the top there, and you're getting a little blaster happy. You just overcorrect or something like that. The gun jerks, and you blast dash on the side.
Coming, you jerk
Forgot to turn off
droid!
my rockets before I started firing.
You just forgot to stop doing donuts. How much damage does it do? Just the base damage.
5.
5. That's not bad. So take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
You can subtract your soak from that. And you've got.
So 1, I have a soak of 4.
That's not bad at all. Good
No.
thing you have a weak weapon.
Scumbag.
I'm not a scumbag!
All right. Over the Wookiee. So Wookiee, you're about 20 feet up. Okay. So first of all, if you just drop from here, this is a pretty high drop. You're going to take 10 wounds and 10 strain if you fall from 20 feet.
Oh, jeez.
But if you do a controlled drop, and that would be an athletics check or a coordination check, and you're good at athletics, that would just be, I think, just 2 purple is all I would take, and you can just kind of like slide down with like cool like action slide.
I'm gonna do that.
Wall
Like
slide.
cool action.
I'm gonna do a
slide.
wall slide.
Okay, so that'll just be your maneuver as you like slide to the bottom.
With the purple?
Yeah, that is what you're doing though, right? You're letting
Yeah.
go of the rope and you just slide down.
With my Wookiee claws.
All
They have
right.
claws, right? In
I
there.
can only assume.
Yes, they do
Yeah.
have
Well-
claws, retractable claws.
Let's see. So
Failure with advantage.
I failed, but I have 2 advantage.
Oh no, you fail! Oh my god,
Oh no.
you should have upgraded it. Oh, man.
I upgrade it.
How are you? It's incredible because your athletics is like your best skill. You
Yeah.
have a yellow and 3 green in that.
I blanked out on one of my greens.
Screaming through the atmosphere, miraculously having survived the explosion of the ship, the swivel chair. As you're about to slide down, strikes you as you're like about to just slide down gracefully. You tumble off, you hit the ground. I'm not going to do the full amount of damage to you because that's too brutal, but I'm going to do half that. So you're going to take 5 points of strain, and you're going to take 5
Okay.
wounds.
Ooh.
But your wounds do, your soak does apply to that.
Oh,
So-
so how many wound?
It would be 5 normally. I think you have a soak of 4, right?
Yeah, so do 1.
Just 1. That's not
Okay.
bad. You guys are doing okay. Gotta hit you harder.
We look super cool, right? He just got hit by a chair from orbit, and I shot my
Oh yeah, you, well,
illness.
yeah. So it just crumples into the ground, a little bit of metal.
Sure.
The weird alien hunter like looks around,
hell?
really confused. Okay, back to the top. Oh, you could actually attack it now though if you want to. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to pick yourself up off the ground.
If I wanted to be engaged, how do I?
you
do
just
I have enough?
great. So that's
have to buy a
engaged.
ring,
The range bands.
and then
The range bands are engaged and you're right next to somebody. Then
Right.
there's close range, which is like us at the table. Short range is like if we wanted to attack Dom. Pew! Or Dom wanted to attack us, more likely.
pew.
Medium range. Pew, pew. Yes!
Ready.
Fucking functioning lightsabers.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah,
given
I
you
could
guys
hit
fucking
people.
Jedis had I known you were going to be
Oh yeah, we
bringing actual lightsabers.
No, we could have.
brought these. Not a big deal.
Yeah, his blinks.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah, just whatever, just cool lightsabers.
Just,
Anyways,
awesome.
I think a chair was happening.
So you're probably at medium range to him right now.
I'm
so
at medium range, so
I
I
think you
could-
can just
Throw the chair at him.
you rush him if you want to. That's fine.
I'd like to rush him with my vibro axe.
We forgot you had a vibro axe.
Vibro axe. That's awesome.
You take out. It's like a big axe head that vibrates at ultrasonic frequencies on
a
the end of
toothbrush.
like a toothbrush,
Yeah.
except an
Big
axe head.
Right.
At the end
Don't
of a
get
6
those
foot.
confused.
At the end of a 6 foot long pole. So
Yeah.
this hurts people bad. Okay.
I'm using this.
Oh, light side points upgraded.
So, what's my disadvantage?
If you're rushing him,
Yeah.
it's just going to be a purple and a red is all you're going to have to roll. I got to spend a dark side point though. Flip one of those tokens over for me. Turn both of those into red, so it's just 2 reds that you're rolling.
That's it.
As it falls back into like a ready position, braces to strike, ready for you as you come in.
Vibro X.
So,
You have one
3
success.
successes.
one success
And 2
Yeah.
advantage.
and 2 advantage.
Woo!
Oh, well played. So how much does your base damage do on your vibro axe?
7.
So you do 8 points of damage. It's not bad.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
Basically, everything canceled each other out except for his green dice.
It didn't look like that.
Uh-oh. I've got to look closer. I forget you guys are beginners. But we'll just go off of what you guys said for now. Sorry, Chad, if that didn't make sense.
It looked like everything. It looked like everything had canceled out.
There was one. There should
There
have
was
been one advantage.
one advantage left.
Just
Yeah.
one advantage, no successes?
No,
I mean, success.
yeah.
Sorry,
One
success.
left. It looked like one success was left to me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. We'll call that a hit. You come in forward with your vibro axe. You swing it, looking for like a really solid connection. Like I cut this stormtrooper in half,
Yeah.
and it just kind of like fades back as you come in. But you clip it across its plated belly, and a bit of like chitinous material, shell-like material goes flying off. There's a big like etching across it. Its whole body like twists back as it drops back a few feet, and then it lets that loaded shrapnel thrower, that bladed rock,
Neat.
go right at you.
Uh-oh.
So it's here, how am I going to do this? I'm going to spend my maneuver to have him fall back a little ways from you. So he breaks engaged range, drops back to like short range. Let's fly with that thing, which means it's going to roll just 1 purple against yellow, 2 green. But it has to take a black setback because it's missing its
Antenna.
I'm going to save my other points. So I'm rolling, or was it a yellow and 2 green or yellow and 3 green? Do you guys remember what I rolled before?
Nope.
Ooh, David.
Conveniently don't remember.
Let me check what I got. All right, I'm going to do a yellow and 3 green. Here we go.
Wow.
It's a hit this time.
It's a hit.
Just 2 and 2 threats. So it lets fly with this thing. You take 11 points of damage.
Jesus.
Wow.
So
Of wounds or strain.
is 7.
Nice. Right across the shoulder. Clips you, just slices.
Shoulder?
Oh no, my pink fur.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right through that, you can feel it just cuts through your flesh like butter. With it's like ching, and then it goes flying past you, hits the rock wall, and like pings
Just
off
in
of
slow
that.
motion, you see the pink fur fall off.
Oh no! Now it's personal. It has 2 threat, however. I'm going to call that 2 strain against its system, which it just is going to take some damage as it like shakes its arm overextended. Yeah. And then it's going to take. So this is a thing you guys should notice on your sheets as well. If we look at the other side of your page, here's things you can do when you spend your action and things you do when you spend your maneuver. You can also take a second maneuver on your turn in exchange for taking 2 strain. That's what this guy's going to do right now. He's going to take an additional 2 strain to leap back and then bound off and start bounding away, like just retreating from you guys. One hand holding its like injured antenna as it like bounds off. Would you want to pursue? You're the only one who's really in a position to pursue it right now and
How
chase it down.
far away? How fast is it getting away?
He's probably not too much faster than you. If you went off full tilt after him, you could run after him. However, I think these guys would have to scale down first and follow you. So you'd be basically in pursuit by yourself.
All right. Can I at least take a parting shot
Definitely, you can take a parting shot.
with my blaster?
Okay, what do you have, a blaster pistol or blaster rifle?
Pistol.
Pistol, okay, so yeah, as he's running off, you pull out your blaster pistol. It's getting away to about long range again, so it'll be 2 purple and a red.
All right. Yeah, it's a failure.
Pew! You just fire pot shots off. Couple threat on that?
1 advantage, actually.
Oh,
One
one
advantage.
advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so something you could do is you can spend advantage that's left over to heal a little bit of strain.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need to do that.
I think that's it. What was your strain at, by the way?
3.
3. A good idea not to chase him down, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so but you just kind of breathe deep as you just fire off and just see him running away, and you feel a little more relaxed.
Buffer.
Bounds off. A moment passes. You guys catch your breath.
I need to take that pink fur.
You pick that up. You tie that around in an armband. or something.
I tie it into my top lock.
Into a side ponytail.
Actually,
would
no.
a
What I
stim
do is I
pack
put a
help
little
then?
man bun.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I put a little
'cause
man
we
bun
have
on
some
top
stim
of my head.
packs.
Nice.
Tied with the.
Do a little Wookiee man bun with the pink braid. I like
Yeah.
it. You guys reassemble on top of the ridge. We do a little quick screen wipe. You guys are standing around up there. You are stabbing him with
Yeah, I'll
the injector.
give you a stim pack. Which
As
I
I'm
don't know
doing
how
this, you
much.
just do it in my butt.
Or we could save the stim pack. I could try and do a med roll.
That's true. But
Yeah.
Try the med roll first, and if it's not enough, do stim pack.
you won't have. Here's the way I'm going to say with these med rolls is it's going to have to wait till you guys camp in the evening.
Oh, okay.
So you'd have to push on the rest of the day if you want to do a med roll, or if you want to spend a stim pack, you could do it now and you get 5 wounds back immediately.
I'd say just spend the stim pack.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay, so you get your 5 wounds back. End of the scene here. You guys catch your breath a little bit. Wipe the sweat off your foreheads. I literally do that.
Ring it.
Wring it out a little bit. All of you guys can regain a little bit of strain just as you catch your breath. You can roll either your cool or your discipline. No purple on that, and the number of successes is how many strain you get back.
Oh my
That's just as you guys catch your breath.
I choose cool.
You're a 1 cool droid. You say
I'll
1
choose
strain
mine.
back to you.
Nice.
Not
I'm gonna
above your
do-
maximum limit, which is down to 9 now, I think, though, for you.
Is this?
Second day.
Oh, okay. So I'm just where I am.
Okay, so you're just cool.
I just want everyone to know.
Second, as you guys are getting your strain
True.
back, and you're looking out at this horizon, you have seen what this planet has to throw at you.
Wow.
You have faced it down. You know there's more threats to come, but you're feeling a little steadier on your feet now, even if the horrific events are still echoing in your head. Turn to your next page in your sheets. You guys all gain 10 experience points, which you can spend right now.
What? Damn.
I had dice in there.
Oh, hi, dice. Come back to me.
There are your dice.
So here's the way XP works. 10 XP is actually quite a bit. They've made it easy for us, and they've given us a little menu of choices on the left-hand side, a little upgrade menu. Each of the costs of these is just the standalone cost. So you probably have some 5 XP options, some 10 XP options. You have a total of 10 to spend. So you can take 1 10 XP option or 2 5 XP options from your menu. Most of these are going to be skill upgrades. So a lot of them will be like, basically it's like change 2 green to 1 green and 1 yellow. That's kind of a lot of the leveling up in this. Some of them are just like cool other abilities. So it might be something that gives you more strain, or it might be something that gives you a little cool class ability. So you guys take a minute to look over that while I describe the next scene. You guys walk for the rest of the day. The sun starts getting low on the horizon, and you reach it's a location that's much more volcanically active. There's a lot of these fumaroles kind of blowing these steam vents out of the ground. Big clouds of mist that are blowing across in front of you. So every night you can see 40 feet ahead, and then you lose sight as the mist billows out. And then you get through that, and you can see again. It's these big wafting clouds of fog, almost fog banks going by. You hear ahead of you, though. You start hearing this and you finally come through one of these thick fog banks, and you find, and standing in front of you, a big herd of these herd animals. They kind of look like a cross between rhinoceros and a wildebeest.
Not
kind of thing.
dewbacks, though.
They're not dewbacks. They look a little more
Wow, that's their word.
They do kind of have they've got the do-back.
Whatever, man. You've been
Think of, like-
speaking in the racist tone all
How
night.
about this? Think of like a buffalo with gecko legs instead of regular legs. So they like come out.
Wait, are you saying the buffalo don't have gecko legs?
I'm making that assertion.
I have never seen a buffalo.
Well,
I can vouch for his description of Earth buffalo. They do not have gecko legs.
and they don't have they have this kind of these big gray folds of skin. So there's lots of big wrinkly folds, but kind of the buffalo head going on, and their legs are kind of splay-legged, and they are moving around on this uneven terrain. They're just kind of grazing. Actually, they're sticking their snouts down into the dirt.
Are we hungry
To the
yet?
rock.
Gonna get the lichen.
No, it looks like they're going in between the rocks. There's these thick woody vines which grow kind of in this crisscrossing pattern down flat against the ground in between these kind of jagged, uneven rocks that you guys have been walking across. And there's these little like white, kind of big white, almost like magnolia flowers, which seem to bloom on it here and there, that they're kind of nuzzling with their snouts, like eating it. But it's a big herd. It's like an old West buffalo herd size thing of like, I mean, you can't even quite see because of the mist, but it looks like there's, from what you can see, you can just see dozens and dozens and dozens of them. They're all just kind of peacefully standing there. It looks like you're going to have to kind of cross through them, though. Wend your way through these things.
Quietly.
Buffalo geckos in the mist.
So you guys kind of start quietly
Thank you.
walking your way through. As your vacuum cleaner starts up.
You hit a couple of them.
So this is closer to the end of the day by this point. You've been traveling for a few hours. You guys are a little bit tired. Your feet are sore because there's no even terrain as you're all walking on sharp rocks.
I don't have shoes.
Whoa! Don't feel good.
No.
Now someone has to clip that and put it up against last week's Walking on Eyeballs clip.
Yes.
Oh, this comes up every time I play.
That, though, is the only thing.
Oh, we got to mic you up, Tom. Why aren't you mic'd up every game?
Yeah, you always have such great asides.
Yeah, you add so much to the conversation.
That was so cutting.
It wasn't meant to be.
Really harsh.
Sardonic is just
Did
my
you guys have a
normal voice.
chance to kind of look at what skills you want to spend to upgrade, or any questions on that?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
upgrade my melee skill.
Ooh, so you're upgrading melee,
I'm upgrading my ranged light.
your ranged light.
I'm going to take this quick strike talent, and since I have another 5, and the stalker talent.
Okay, so you're better at stalking and better at hitting. That's cool. And
I'll take surgeon and negotiation.
Ooh,
All of
I
you.
like surgeon. Okay, cool. And negotiation.
Okay.
All right, very cool.
Don't use your hands for surgery, please.
Don't worry, I have very steady hands. Scalpel.
Dad knows the eye.
Star wipe to them being sewn up neatly by.
Star White. I love it.
I used to have a scar and I don't anymore.
Okay, I need oh goodness, I need another vigilance check. Who would be paying the most attention?
Not you.
I mean, I could do I'm pretty
I'm
good.
never
Pretty
vigilant.
good.
I have a pretty good vigilance.
I'm a yellow and 2 green. I'm
I
not.
you're
am
better.
probably less vigilant than you guys.
You're just
Oh,
you're a hair
Little
better than
self-
me.
I'll do it.
Okay, great. And this is against a purple and 2, a red and 2 purple.
Jesus. You're really not paying attention.
You're up against a stealthy opponent.
I'm looking
Someone's
at the
out
wound.
there.
I think
But
I'm going to use a force.
Yeah.
Vigilance.
Ever vigilant.
All right, roll it up. No despair.
Oh,
No despair. So we've got 3 successes.
So you succeeded.
2 failures. So 1 success
And 2 threat.
and 2 threat.
Great, 1 success, 2 threat. Okay, so successes, yeah, you notice it before it wants you to. Stalking low through the mist, the one antenna just visible over a rocky outcropping. Getting pretty close, it's kind of at around medium longish range, but so it's 80 feet away from you at this point.
Is it in the buffalo herd?
Yeah, it's in the buffalo herd with you guys.
Buffagags.
Buffagags? I want to start a
Geckos.
stampede.
Buffinoceros.
What this is going to do, so you have a chance to like shout a warning out to your guys or whatever. So I'm going to say all of you guys are going to get a boost die on your next roll here because you were able to see what's going on. But even as you put up the sign, it like suddenly springs to its feet and starts going real crazy. All
No,
8 feet
it
of
had my idea.
Yeah.
It had my
It
idea.
lives here.
A stampede absolutely starts as these things get spooked and start going. Okay, so I need a
Athletics?
I need a cool check to keep your heads in the midst of a stampede suddenly taking off.
So cool.
No purple on this. This is just determine initiative order again.
I got 2.
Tilted my fedora forward. Okay, sorry, 2 successes?
2, yeah.
2 successes.
Who had more advantage?
She did.
I
Okay,
did.
great. So her and then you. No
3 advantage, but no success.
All right, so that'll break an advantage if he has nothing.
2 successes.
Wow.
Great, so you guys are gonna get to go first, then it's gonna go, and then you go last. Now, unfortunately, well, we'll get to you in a second.
Uh-oh.
Geckolos.
You gotta see what's going on with it. Yes, okay, let me actually.
I'll just dance Jerome Robbins style while you're singing cool while you guys do your thing.
So these, I think this would happen first.
Keep cool, boy.
Unfortunately, you're the most flat-footed since you had no successes at all. So you guys all like get out of the way. These things are charging all around you in every direction. You can see it is back there. It's got another pouch behind it that it's like pulling something out of. You don't know what it is. You have just enough time to look down and see that interlaced in between these low woody vines looks like rope, like a loose net, and you suddenly see like a slip knot tighten around your foot from where you're standing.
No!
And you see the other end of the rope seems to be tied to the rear foot of one of these stampeding buffalo creatures.
No.
And then it goes taut, you're pulled out from under your feet, and then wham, onto the ground as this thing starts bounding away. So we'll get to that on your turn. You guys just see that happening. This thing, the insect thing, is reaching for a pouch of some sort of weird ball-type objects. You get to start us out, Dash.
Okay.
You're in the middle of this weird, chaotic scene as these things are charging around.
Okay. So, do we still get a boost on
Yes,
this?
you get a boost on whatever your first roll is here.
And then quick strike.
Yeah, what does it do?
So the character adds 1 boost die per rank of quick strike to combat checks made against any target that has not yet acted in the encounter.
That's right now, so you get to add,
Yes, another one.
yes, 2 boost die to your, are you attacking it just flat out?
I think I'm going to shoot it with my blaster pistol.
Blaster pistol away.
It's
Blaster
medium.
pistol comes out. So he's probably just at the edge of medium range right now.
Okay.
So just 2 purple.
Okay.
I'm going to throw 1 black setback die into that just because these things are rampaging all around and you're trying to get a shot.
All right.
But yeah, your hand snaps your gun into position immediately. It's almost like a reflex.
I'm pissed. All right.
Okay, that's a success for sure.
Yes, it's a success and one.
Yeah,
what
one
is that,
threat.
threat. Yeah.
2 success and a total of 1 threat. Okay. Great. So you hit. How much damage did you do?
I do 7. Yeah.
I told you the wrong number of dice to roll, but that's fine. 7. That's fine. Okay. Great. That's a good amount of damage.
Awesome.
Great. Ding! You catch this thing right on. I'm going to say.
Wait.
And then
Do I do more? I deal 7 damage on a hit plus 1 damage per uncancelled success.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So you do
that
7.
means I had 2 successes
So
that
it's
were
9. Oh, and then did you add your points for? Oh no, quick strike doesn't do damage. So okay, so you do 9.
I do
oh,
9.
Great. Okay, awesome. Yeah, you get it right in a tender spot, the crotch.
What I was aiming for.
Yeah, it doubles over for a second. Your 2 threat, I'm going to do 2 strain to you as like you're suddenly buffeted from behind by one of these things as it rampages by, kind of staggered forward a step.
buffeted by Geckalope.
A geckalope, yeah, that is what they are called. Geckalopes. Okay, M1A1, you're just in the middle of this weird chaotic charging all around you.
Okay.
I mean, the things are kind of over your head. What would you be doing? Other than flapping your arms.
Go the other way.
Like a Muppet, I like that.
Combat mode initiated. Scumbag.
Okay, the other things you could do, if anyone wants to interact with one of the animals around here, it would be
I'm
survival to deal
interacting
with.
plenty.
Well, actually, no. That was my question. Am I close enough to interact with her?
Yes, because she has not she's not been yanked away yet because she's going last. You can tell that's about to happen. As she's been pulled, I guess you've been pulled prone.
Yeah.
But the thing has not yet made it out of your range. So she's by you.
Okay.
She's prone. If you want to interact with any of these animals, survival, or I would take knowledge, It would be like your xenology or whatever.
Would I be able to try and break the vine connecting her to the geckalope?
Geckalope, yeah. Yeah, you could. How are you thinking you'd try and do that? Try and shoot it?
Probably not.
Do you want to? You could make a dive for it and try and grab
Probably
onto
not
her.
that either.
His scissor
Take
attachment.
a look and think about that for a second. The other note I wanted to make is if somebody wants to try and ride one of these things,
That's what I was thinking.
okay, I would take survival again would be the skill for that, or because I'm underplaying it a little bit this session, I would also take your piloting skill. Will apply to animals as well. But you have to be on top of one.
I will try and shoot it.
Okay, all right.
And not behind one.
I do
If
get
you
a
want to
boost
try
die.
and be Comet, I would almost take negotiation to try and do like a Crocodile Dundee style.
Oh, well then hell yeah, I'll do that.
Wow.
I will negotiate.
I know that seems weird, but you're a droid, you speak a lot of languages.
And I'm programmed to be very medically soothing,
Medically soothing
in
droid.
case that wasn't immediately evident.
Hello, geckalope.
That's how you
Um,
hypnotize people.
Okay, so I will say though, it'll be a little more difficult. I'll
Sure.
make the challenge a little more difficult to negotiate with a stampeding geckalope.
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make it 3 purple.
I don't think I can make them any more yellow.
Oh, okay.
If you do, you
Yeah.
get to add an extra green.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you're already yellowed out, you
might
can add a
do
green.
that.
3 purple,
Okay.
but I'm actually gonna spend a dark side point, flip that over, turn one of those purple into a red.
No.
No,
He
the
meant,
other way.
he meant
Oh, right.
this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Very good. So you'll be rolling a total of 2 purple and a red against
Okay.
your boost and your 2 yellow.
Unless you're using one.
I will add a green.
Okay, so what are you rolling total? at this point?
I'm rolling 2 yellow, a green, and a boost, plus 2 purple and a red.
Love it. Okay, that's insane. Anything could happen.
Oh.
Could anything good happen? Yeah. Okay.
3
so that's
advantage.
3 successes,
Or 3 successes. I mean.
but 2
threat.
One threat.
One threat. Yeah.
1 threat, not
So,
bad.
yeah.
3 success, 1 threat.
Okay, so you managed to calm it down. Can you describe how you're calming down the stampeding geckalope?
Hey, creature.
It's like a rave.
And I have like lightly soothing electronical zaps at the end. Just stimulate your your set,
knows- he
your
knows
set
pressure
cortex or whatever.
Okay, so it's like. Gotcha. So it's totally like boondoggled by that. That's great. Then I have 2 threat. That's great. So that's totally working. Then I think one of the other stampeding ones comes by from behind you.
Just 1 threat. Just 1.
Just 1 threat. I can't do anything mean to you with just 1. Just 1 strain. Okay.
Hit yourself in the face.
Yeah, one of these things like bumps right into you, but you're so fucking solid. You just, yeah,
Boo.
hit yourself in the face. That's better.
Lavender.
Okay,
I am soothed myself.
I think you go before her. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I go before her. Right. So you're up. Ben
How far away is that thing
came
from
up.
me?
Yeah.
Because I am,
Is the insect hunter?
yeah, it's
creature
personal.
Okay, I think I said it's at the edge of medium range, so it's just 80 feet.
Okay, so I'd like to
60,
I'd like
70.
to charge with my vibro axe.
Charge it with the vibro axe. Okay, I like it. Great. So I think that's fine. You'll take. I'm going to say this is kind of difficult terrain trying to get through this horde of creatures. So you're going to have to take 2 strain
Okay.
just to like rapidly scrabble across this round. That you're rapidly scrabbling across the ground. These things are bumping into you, buffeting you, but you're kind of like pushing off of them, vaulting over them. Vibro axe coming out, and then make your attack. So just take 2 strain, and then it'll be against a purple and a red. And I better upgrade it. Spend a dark side point to make that 2 red against your
2
melee.
red?
You just upgraded your melee
Yeah.
too.
The purple
Yeah.
goes away. It's just a red.
Thank
There
you.
go.
Yeah.
I'd
Did you add a
like
boost
to
die for her heads up?
boost die, and then I'm going to spend a light
Side
side point.
to convert it back. Ooh. So that turns one of your green into a yellow. Beautiful. Oh my God. And you flipped one over?
Yeah.
What are you rolling total?
I'm rolling 2 red, 3 yellow, a green, and a blue.
Oh my God.
Do it.
So let's see. I have 4 success. So 2 success and
And a threat.
And a threat.
2 success and a threat.
Yeah. So that would be 7, 8, 9, and a threat. 9 points of damage.
And a
And
threat.
threat.
Okay, threat. I'm going to do one strain again, just because that's the whole stampede thing going on. 9 points of damage, though, is truly brutal to it. So 9 minus.
No one touches my purple hair.
So you come charging right up to it.
I thought it was pink too. Yeah.
Pink hit.
Boom. Vibroax right into its side. It goes staggering off balance. Has to like, put a hand down onto the ground to get itself propped up. It's like I don't know, oozing yellowish greenish pus is like coming out of the crack in its side
Ew.
as you bring the Vibroax back. It gets to go. It quickly, from where it is on the ground, hurls this purpley spiked ball thing in its hand right up towards your face.
Neat.
2, 3, a yellow against. You're engaged with it. 2 purple. Okay, so I get a roll. A yellow, 3 green against 2 purple.
You fail.
Fucking fail.
You fail.
With 2 advantage. Oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah.
Whiffs at the thing, you just kind of move to the side and this little spiked ball goes flying by. You see for a second as it goes whipping past you, it looks like, kind of looks like those cactus, the spiky cactus balls you saw earlier.
Poison
Ones you
balls.
identified. Whiffs it. It's going to duck in, roll to its feet, and it's going to try and jump onto the back of one of these geckalope things. As its hand goes out, so I'm going to have to give it an athletics check to try and do that. Thank you, thank you. Okay, 2 yellow against 3 purple. Yep. Oops, sorry. A failure! Oh my god, I keep getting my ass kicked. So it fails at that,
And
and
it
it has a threat. So it just is off balance. It's still missing the one antenna, clearly like listing a little bit to the left. Goes to grab onto this thing's greasy gray folds, this rampaging geckalope, and it like jerks out of its hands, and it stumbles, hits the ground, and is prone.
That's typically bad.
For him.
You did a good job calming that geckalope down, so you got buffeted a little bit. You were prone, but you're not being dragged anywhere at the moment.
But, so my action is to get the thing off my foot.
Uncinch it, throw it off. Oh,
Okay.
good play, guys. I was looking forward to dragging you for a few rounds over the
I'm
terrain.
so glad that didn't happen.
A good move on his part.
I don't know, am I able to like get a shot at the bug thing from where I am?
I think it would be 1 maneuver to get the thing off your foot. It would be a 2nd maneuver to get up and get your gun on, feed it on him. So that you can
Okay.
do that, but it would just be 2 strain to pull that off.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
That sounds good. I think also since, yeah, that's fine. I think that's good right now. These things are rampaging all around you, but the robot's providing a little bit of cover, so I don't think you're in immediate risk of being trampled.
Okay.
The herd's kind of thinning out by this point anyway.
Okay.
Gun out.
So, and I went for the ranged, so I get 2 yellow and 2 green. Oops. And then do I have purples or?
Yeah, you're just trying to shoot this thing?
Yeah.
Give me a purple, a red, and a black setback since you're kind of
Okay.
halfway down on the ground. Roll that up. Woo!
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So 1 success
Nice.
and
No,
2 advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 success, 2 advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do your base damage plus 1 for your success, so 7 points of damage.
Yep.
Great. And awesome. And your advantage you had as well?
Yeah, I had 2 advantage. It was.
Okay,
Was it? Yeah.
That sounds good. So I'm going to say, it's no problem. If your advantage, you're totally get up to your feet, catch your breath. You want to take 2 strain back from that?
I
Or
mean,
you
I'm
want
not
something else? You're
bad
not even
off.
strained.
Can I? Yeah. I mean, can I use it to help somebody?
Yeah. Do you want to throw
Else.
a boost on somebody else's roll?
Yeah. Yeah, whoever's next in the.
It'll be back up to
Me.
Dash.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
what do you do to help her
Dash.
out?
Can I give her a boost die?
You go totally give her a boost die, but what happens in game?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. Where were you? What were you
I
doing?
just shot at him and
Yeah.
done some damage.
Okay, so
Standing.
So you suddenly like sit. You don't see the captain.
so
surrogate at all.
the geckolopes clear enough of a path that you have like a clear shot.
Nice, I like it. Okay, great. So you're gonna have a boost on that, and you're back up on your feet. You're a little bit relieved as you see your name,
Kai.
Kai. Kai, I can't
Kai.
remember that. Like
Okay.
Dragon Ball Kai, easy to remember. Back to the top of the order. It's over to you.
All right.
This
Now.
thing is basically prone. The Wookiee is standing over it with the axe.
Okay.
You all have your guns drawn on it, except for you, who was keeping the thing becalmed.
Still got a light show going. For this
You
guy.
do. It's a rave
I'm gonna
for
shoot it
geckolopes.
again because that's my best.
Roll that up.
That's
It's and take a boost die because it's prone on the ground right now,
Okay.
And I gave you a boost.
and
Yep.
it'll still be
Jeez.
one purple, one red. That's it.
One purple.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you gonna steal this kill from your Wookiee?
I
you're
might.
gonna
Just
steal it?
might. I might not.
No,
I just
you
might
did.
not.
You did. You got 2
succeed.
success.
Oh, you're right, I did.
2
I didn't
success.
see that one.
And
Two
yeah, you're
advantage.
also advantage.
Two advantage.
Yeah.
Great. You come. How much
three
damage is that?
advantage.
So let's see. 7 plus 1 damage.
4
per-
advantage.
4 advantage?
Yeah.
So am I adding, so I'm adding both of these 2 successes.
Uh-huh.
So 9 damage again. So.
You just come walking calmly forward through like this parting of the herd, going out, and I don't know. Will you be behind him? Are you shooting from over his shoulder, or do you see her coming and just gun up and just?
I'd probably come over right beside him and just shoot him in the face and say,
Oh,
I liked your hair.
you reservoir dogs in.
Reservoir dog. This thing's down there, so shot right in his head. Yeah, not quite head exploding level, but it's just
Okay, good.
full
Because
swing.
I'm going to decapitate him.
The Wookiee
right.
lets out a little Wookiee roar and goes to town. The vibro axe, hacking its body to pieces. It's like lobster fest over here. It's just chunks everywhere.
Gross.
I believe he's dead, furry human.
For a human.
I take one of the pincer hands and I throw it at the droid. Like look, but like try to
Oh, right,
alley
the
oop
trash
it into
can.
the trash can.
Yeah.
By swinging.
Damn it.
The geckalope that you have entranced is the only one that has not stampeded out of there yet. They've kind of all ran away, and the mist has kind of
now?
parted.
I hope so.
Yes. Does someone want to try and ride? We're kind of
Yeah.
out of combat round right now. The thing is dead. Its ichor is kind of mingling.
Can I
with
loot its
this.
body?
Yes, definitely.
I loot its body.
You get so much
What's
ichor.
left of it.
Yeah,
So much.
it's pretty badly damaged and beaten up.
What was in the sack? Oh, the sack was the purple ball thing.
Yes. So no, that's a good point. So you do see it has this. It has some more sacks, it's like pouches, hanging from it. They each seem to be made out of cloth that wouldn't be native to its environment or whatever. In fact, you recognize like another shirt from it looks like a different star vessel or something like that.
The predator.
It's very predator-like. Yes. So one of them has more of these sharpened rock-like discs, and there's like this lightweight disc thrower. And it's actually, it looked like it was wood or something, but it's actually like an extruded polymer resin. It's weird. It looks very organic, and it's kind of yellow and translucent. And it's been like shaped. So you have that. It's very lightweight. Seems very strong. There's
Can I
this-
take that with me?
Yeah,
Is that
you can take
the
any of this.
spear?
That's no. The spear is made of the haft is made of the same stuff, and the spear point is made. It must be a native stone. It looks like obsidian or something like that. That's been flaked and sharpened to the huge broad spearhead. You know, it's like 1.5 feet long, and then it's like this 6 foot long haft. Looks very vicious, very damaging. And then in the other sack, the purple spheres. Yeah, it looks like they're these cactus heads, which have been carefully harvested. You notice they all have these like kind of bright red needles that are tinged at the base like a really deep purple, and then become bright red at the top. And they're very sharp, and they're clearly looking very, very poisonous. So it made some bad rolls there, and it did not work out well.
You guys want any of the stuff? I want the thrower and the discs. That seems like fun.
I'll take a cactus ball as
No.
a snack.
No. No. We shouldn't have that around.
And then if no one wants the spear, I'm going to take the decapitated head and put it on a pike.
Ooh, looks good. Yeah, one of the eyeballs kind of pops as the spear blade comes out through it.
Now I'm going to leave this up to you guys. Should I strap that to my bandolier so it's just I'm kind of king of the northing it
Oh, wow.
a little, or am I just going to put it on the?
Yeah,
4 seasons ago.
4 seasons later, yeah.
One thing you do notice, by the way, is you're taking the spear off its back. It has this braided strap. Also seems to be made out of that same weird resin kind of stuff. On its back, as you move that away, it looks like some ritual scarring, and it's a big circle, and then it has these like 3 hash marks carved into it. Looks like like that. Pretty much like that.
You killed a blue lantern.
It's part of the Indigo tribe.
Okay. While he was doing that, was anyone trying to tame or ride this beast?
I would probably try to ride it if we could take it.
I think it's fairly well calmed down by you right here. So, and the leash lasso
Right.
thing that was around your foot kind of makes this natural reins that you kind of get
Yeah.
around its neck. I'll take a survival check to train it, to calm it down, and to ride it will be actually probably pilot or
Piloting.
survival. So that comes down to you guys.
Sorry.
So maybe we should team up, and I'll survival, try to tame it, and you
And
try
then
to ride it.
I'll
And it's
ride
kind
it,
of big
yeah.
enough that it could fit. Probably 2 people could ride on the back of it.
Okay,
Could be helpful.
yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
so if you're making a survival check for that, the droid and the Wookiee.
It's like Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid here.
Droid with a little hat on. Oh wait, so the difficulty for this would be 3 purple.
3 purple.
Yes,
Okay.
that's all.
All right.
Oh yeah!
Oh no, you look into its big brown liquidy eyes and it
You
looks
don't
right
succeed.
back into your heart. It is a failure, is it?
It's
It just
tied.
doesn't.
Triumph and a
Okay,
success.
I should reveal something that I omitted before out of ease of explaining things. A triumph also counts as a success.
Oh,
okay.
And a
Then
despair also counts as a failure, so that's technically 2 successes.
it's just a
Okay.
triumph. Oh no,
So
wait,
it's
it's a
one
triumph.
success.
So
and a
you succeed.
advantage.
Yeah, you succeed, and you have 1 advantage.
Yeah, so
And
you
triumph.
look into those these big brown eyes, and they look.
No advantage, just a triumph. Succeed with a
Oh.
triumph.
Thank you, Dom. And they look right back
Sorry.
into your heart, and you just form this bond, and it like comes up and it sticks its horrible big snotty rhinoceros nose up into your like neck, and it's
Yeah,
leaving these strands of snot as it pulls away. But
it's great. I love
it's
it.
so warm. It
Animals are
feels-
so much better
it's-
than people.
Nose is so sweet. Yeah. Yeah. It easily takes the little noose or leash around its neck.
I
and
name it Bob.
Bob the Geckalope.
Bob the Gickalope.
Great. So you guys are on Bob the Geckalope. That evening, there's much celebrating around your little fusion lantern
yub.
camp.
Yep.
Here's a song I learned.
I just heard this. It's a #1 hit.
It is true. Yub Yub is
It
probably
just
played.
happened because it just happened.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Still getting here.
Yeah.
From the far reaches of the gap. You guys just hear the news? Yep, yep.
Yeah, it's the Yub Yub. That night, it's peaceful. The dark skies overhead. The fusion lantern's going on. You guys have Bob is curled up around the outside of the camp. Delicious lichen for all to eat. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Do I have a Wookiee harmonica?
Sure
I'd like
you
to,
do.
I'd like to play my Wookiee
Is it called a
harmonica.
Wookmonica?
Wookmonica?
Yeah, if it's called a Wookmonaco, how is
Yeah.
it different from? Does it look
It's
different?
It's just a little hairier.
It's smaller.
It's bigger. It's smaller. It's smaller than the regular harmonica.
Let me get up a Wookiee harmonica.
It's got 2 openings.
One is a dog whistle, and the other one is like extremely low.
So half of them we can't even hear.
But Bob's like going to sleep. It's real nice for Bob.
Yeah, that's pretty great. We just had a Wookiee cowboy in a previous game I was playing, so this is good. Home on the range with the Wookiees.
We hear the crickets.
Do you want to make a medicine check to try and heal people
I
up?
would love to make a medicine check.
Okay, it's going to be 3 purple this time because you're
Okay.
running lower on supplies.
You're
3
better
purple.
at healing than you are at shooting people.
Haley, this is what I do.
Let's see if you can heal up the wounds he did to you earlier that
Right.
day.
Courtesy robot hand.
No. Thank you. These are mine, aren't they?
That is a success with 2 advantage.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so you get to heal 2 wounds and 2 strain, and I'll let you parcel that out amongst the group.
Who's wounded?
I only have 1 wound.
I only have
I'm-
1 wound. He's
I'm
got
wounded.
three.
I 3, but I also need a
He
I need a
needs
lot of
strain.
strain back.
Let's just focus. Is anyone else super strained?
No, I only
Just
got
give it all
2
to the
strain. Yeah, give it all to the Wookiee.
So what do I get?
Let the Wookiee win. You get 2 wounds and 2 strain. Is that right?
Sorry. Yes, that's correct. 2 wounds, 2 strain.
Cool.
Well,
Thank you.
you guys handled that pretty well. I expected to kick your asses in that.
Huh? The Wookiee? Huh?
You guys, did you take the head on the spear, or did you leave that back there?
I don't know. You guys didn't decide. What am I?
Oh, I thought you were throwing that out for them to decide.
Oh, no.
No.
No, I don't want to make
No.
a straw poll right now.
I think you should leave it in the barren, rocky wasteland
Yeah.
as a warning
As
to
a
all
warning,
those
yeah.
who would follow us.
Okay.
But that's just my medical opinion.
The next morning, you guys have your spirits are lifted. According to the scanner, this settlement's much closer now. You expect to make it before sunfall, which is great. Or you did. As these steam clouds clear ahead of you, and you're making your way across, they're getting quite thick over here, actually. As you get closer, you can see finally this kind of breeze comes through, and the steam moves away. It seems to be coming up from the ground here, from this gorge. There's a big gorge between you and where you're supposed to be going, almost like a canyon. It's like at least 100 feet across. Steep side going down. You look over that edge, you just can't, there's just these clouds of like steam that keep coming up, so you can't even see how deep it is. And the smell of sulfur from before is intense, strong here. Ugh. And then there's the other side, and then probably just another few hours beyond that, you're going to reach this settlement. But luckily, it looks like there's almost like a crude switchback trail that goes down the side of the gorge here, natural or otherwise. But it looks like a bit of a descent, and you don't know how far down you have to go. The opposite side, luckily, seems to have some sort of switchback as well. Who would be in the lead? And what would be the marching order? It's just, I mean, it's probably wide enough for 2 people to go abreast,
What
but
about
not by
Bob?
much.
About Bob.
Oh, that's right. Who's writing Bob? I'm sorry, I forgot
Oh,
about
I
Bob.
was-
What about Bob?
Yeah.
I was gonna be, because my piloting's better, so
Yeah.
she was calming Bob down, and I was gonna.
You're riding Bob?
Yeah.
So you're riding Bob, you got the reins.
So I'm about 6 miles behind everybody else.
And then
Well, no,
you're
but
on, so
Bob
you're
can
behind
carry.
her.
Bob can carry 2, so if you need.
There was enough
Activate
rope
my
left over to
convenience
tie it
rockets.
around his mid-torso.
Just like tobogganing behind.
Yeah, and the Wookiee is sitting on you, yeah.
Yeah, I like this plan.
Okay. So you're badly dented and scuffed up on one side.
I can fix that.
Lose 1 more of your maximum strain because it is the next day. The rest of you guys are feeding well and liking, etc. So it's here. I want March. So the 2 of you together. Are you in the lead? And then the 2 of you in the back.
Yeah.
Great.
Suppose. I mean,
Okay, that
unless
sounds
you
good.
want your damage sponge up front.
Bob kind of is going.
Is the damage.
Yeah. Oh, Bob is the damage sponge. Okay.
He's just wide enough, like the pathway kind of crumbles under his feet at the edge of his little splayed gecko legs.
Guys, it's gonna be so sad when he dies.
And you named it too, which was a
He's totally sticking around.
After the first
What is it
few
with us and adopting
switchbacks,
animals?
you're a few switchbacks down, you're just kind of almost out of sight of the upper ridge. Bob suddenly freezes.
What is it, Bob?
It looks up, and then there's this like crazy high-pitched screaming yell.
Crickets!
Crickets. That's just crickets.
I'm sorry, I set that up. I apologize.
That's good. I liked it. But it doesn't save you from two of these crazy insect mantis things. They both have their things sticking out of their head.
Both of them? They have both of their antennae?
There's
Four.
four.
Ah,
There's
four
four
total
antennae.
antennae?
4 antennae. Leaping down from above you. Apparently, who knows? I mean, just dropping out of the mist. Land on the pathway right next to, I think, the 2 of you guys.
Great.
Good.
So you'd be riding it in front. So hands grab on you, and then you guys just see as she's pulled off, and then they drop backwards off of the pathway, down, off the edge. You guys just look over and can see the mist like swirl and part for a minute, and then you are pulled through. Yeah, Bob. So you're in the back. You're pulled off the edge. The mist parts for a second, and just for a moment, you guys can see the darkness below and a big, thick tangle of webbing that seems to stretch between both sides of this gorge. It's gotten narrower here. The other side's probably only 50 or 60 feet away. You're reaching the bottom, but it seems to be stretched between both sides, stuck into the walls, these huge, thick, rubbery strands, like rubber glue or rubber cement, kind of like that. Like it's been crisscrossed between, and then the mist come back together and swirl up. I'm gonna need vigilance checks from everybody to see who goes first. And I want you to find a little mini that you like that represents you. Or I'm sorry, mini little token from here that represents you. I've got plenty, and none of them will do very good justice to you. Oh, actually, yeah, maybe.
That one might.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Everyone else, go ahead and roll. No purple on that. Just tell me how many
You got
successes.
two.
I have 2 and an
Successes.
advantage.
I have 2 successes
And
2 advantages.
Ooh.
1 advantage. So nothing.
Okay.
I think this one's pretty good.
Dom, is this roughly in view?
Push it down a little bit. There you go.
There we go. Over the other thing.
The cheese
Great.
puffs were part of it.
Cheese puffs.
Wham.
The cheese puffs represent
Push
the
it down a little
Bob.
Friendship.
bit.
It represents Bob.
What's that?
If you push it down
Cheese
just
puffs.
a tiny bit more, 2 squares, I can zoom in on it.
Right there?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do I also need to roll my vigilance?
This guy and this guy. Yeah, you better give me your vigilance as well.
1.
Okay, who had the most?
I had 2 successes and
2
2,
successes.
and 2
Anyone have two?
advantages. He had 2,
had
but
two.
only
I
1
had 2
advantage.
and 1.
Okay, so our order is going to be Kai, Gamapia.
Game up.
Game up. You had how many?
I had 1 success, 1 advantage.
And you had how many?
1 advantage.
I'm on A1. Okay, and Dash. Let me see how many I have. I think this is there. Just 1 in an advantage. You had 1 in an advantage as well? M1A1?
No, I just had an advantage.
Oh,
I had
and
1
advantage.
advantage.
Okay, so you're going to be tied with them, Dash. Kai and Gamapia, you guys got to go first. If you can find little guy in there that represents you guys,
Oh.
we'll put you over on the edge.
There's her.
Kai.
I'm seeing the rest of them.
Is there a Wookiee?
That's what I was looking for.
Nah, probably not. So you guys are,
Where's this guy?
Yeah, I think that's close enough.
you guys great. Blue weirdo.
Blue weirdo.
Oh, let's put you on Bob.
Oh, there's Bob.
Those are the bad guys.
You're not.
I'm not on Bob.
Okay.
Well, here. Kinda.
So you guys have to you guys, just from what you saw, it looks like it'll be, if you moved at full speed, you could do these switchbacks and get there at the bottom of the round and put yourself right here on the edge of this webbing. You'll have to take 2 strain because you're essentially dashing down.
And if we jump,
If you jump, then there's going to be an athletics check, but I'm not going to tell you how hard that athletics check is going to be. Or I'll take
have-
coordination.
really, really good athletics.
And I have pretty decent coordination.
Okay, you're going to have to contend with Bob,
Bob,
who
yeah.
is really, really going to just try and leap down into this pit after its favored master. Was it
So-
male or female, Bob?
I was probably a male Bob. I
Okay,
think.
that makes sense.
So I'll probably take Bob down the switchbacks.
Okay, so give me a piloting check because it wants to just plummet over this edge. It goes, no!
Oh, who's the
That guy.
voice?
Deep
masculine voice.
Who's voiced? Who voices?
Who voices Bob?
Bob.
I didn't even think about it. Let's see. Can someone put that in the middle and someone roll this
Put
force stuff?
a source book underneath it so it's actually flat the whole way through. Otherwise
Okay.
Otherwise, it'll be Willem Dafoe again.
Every single time. You're absolutely right. I never thought about that.
Nope.
Oh,
Didn't
good
work.
call.
A little bouncy.
Yeah, Lommel did.
You rolled it last time. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Roll it again.
Willem Dafoe.
Try it again.
No.
It's closest to.
Liam
It
Neeson.
could have been Liam Neeson there. Ben, go ahead and
Ben,
roll it.
do it.
Try
Ben, you do it.
I'll do it.
Jordan, you do it.
There.
That's how you do it.
It is Bender from Futurama.
All right. Bob voiced by Bender from Futurama. Who's got a reasonable Bender impersonation? Thank you. That's from, oh my God, that's from DJ Regular. Thank you, DJ Regular.
Regular.
Also the guy who donated earlier to you. Great. Okay, so DJ Regular, thank you. Bender is voicing. So,
Who does a good Bender?
I don't.
how does he sound? Kiss my shiny metal butt. That's my best Bender. So if someone has better than that,
mine. That's better than
It's
mine.
gonna be fun on a bun.
it's gonna be fun bun. That's pretty good.
That's not a good. It's
I
not
can
good
do
at all.
It's gonna be fun on a bun. All right. Well, it goes. It's not gonna speak a lot, so it's just gonna go.
Hey, baby, you wanna kill all humans?
Ben, you're doing it. Give me a Bender no.
So Bob.
Bob literally says no. That's the only sound it can make in a deep, bendery voice.
No.
Okay. Make a piloting check to prevent Bob from
Okay.
plunging over the edge of this thing.
What am I rolling against?
Just 3 purple. Dun dun dun.
Is that all?
That's all.
Okay.
You got it. Okay. Roll it up.
Ooh. So 1, 2, so 3. So 2 2 success
Great.
and 2 disadvantage, right?
No, 2
the
success,
triumph.
one
A triumph.
Wait, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a
one
triumph and
success?
2
That's a failure,
successes,
right?
but then there's a failure. So success, triumph,
Okay, that's yes,
And
you're
then
right.
one.
and then
one threat.
one
Yeah.
threat.
2 success. Okay, great. So I'm going to say the threat is this thing is pulling really hard against your arms. I'm going to do 1 strain to you. Success is you do keep it on the path. Triumph is something awesome happens, and you're going to tell me what that is.
It's a Gecko, right? Maybe you can walk on the walls.
Oh yeah.
Well, its
Ouch.
foot hits a stone
Okay.
that lands on one of these guys and hits it pretty hard.
Okay, I will take that as well. That also totally works for me. So down in the pit, you're facing 2 of these guys. They look, as you're standing next to them, they're not quite the 8 feet tall of that guy you were fighting before. They're like only 6.5 feet
Oh,
tall.
well,
Oh.
Okay.
I can take them.
They're
They-
babies.
They
Barely
both
even
have this.
intimidating.
They do look noticeably like younger, but they each have their spears out.
They have wispy mustaches above their mandibles.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah, and then a rock comes down and bonks that one on the head. I will say, I will give it. I'm going to upgrade its automatically upgrade its difficulty. So I'm going to turn one of those purple into a red
Okay.
on its next roll. Whose turn is it? I've written it down.
Ben.
Mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it is. It's Game Apia.
So I want to leap down.
You're going to leap over the edge. Athletics check. 3 purple. Ooh, and I've turned one of those purple into a red. Since someone flip over dark side point. Yes. Because there's so many things that could go wrong. But they don't.
Let's see. 3. So 2 successes.
2 successes and 1.
And a wash
advantage.
on advantages. Because there's 3 advantages and 3.
No,
Yeah.
2 advantage. Right?
There's
3.
There's
Three
3
advantage.
advantage, so it's
Yeah.
just 2 successes.
Oh, okay, thank you. Great, 2 successes. So you leap over the edge, no problem. These strands come rushing past you, and you just grab onto one with like a wong, and bounce up onto your feet. So there's these thick strands everywhere. It's like you're going across a rope bridge, but they're very tacky. They're extremely tacky. They're not like sticky like a spider's web, but when you grab it, it's like,
Oh, all of my exposed hair.
oh, you're gonna be a mess at the end of this. But yeah, it's like a rope bridge going in every single direction. So you just kind of have to have a hand and a leg on something, but no problem. So you can put yourself, since you jumped in, you can put yourself anywhere on the map you want it to be on the web.
I mean, I'd like to have landed on one of them.
Nah, not quite that good to pull that
Okay,
off.
well then, here.
Wham! Wookie right next door to Dash. Happy to see that.
Wookie
But is that, can I attack on that turn as well? 'Cause that's a,
Because you jumped down there.
that's a,
You had to make your piloting check. Did I
that
make
was
you
use
do?
it, that
You
was
did.
use a skill.
So you are now, by the way, at the very edge of this thing as well.
Okay.
Yes, I will let you make an attack.
Yeah?
Yes, and then it's you and me.
Guess what? Someone's gonna use a vibro axe. I mean,
Vibro X comes flashing out as you grab your feet. They turn their face to stare you down.
Okay. So I used a light side point,
Okay, I'm good with that.
and what am
Oh, how many?
what am I rolling against?
Okay, just a purple and a red.
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
no.
Despair. You rolled
I mean,
the
I super
despair.
succeeded.
Oh no, you did.
With
I
advantage.
super succeeded with an advantage and a despair.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 success,
So-
2 failures. So 2 success total, and 3 advantage.
Oh, because the despair counts
Yeah.
as a failure.
Does count as a failure. Yes. Okay.
And one advantage.
That's huge. Okay. So you better tell me how much damage that is from
So
your
that's
Vibrax.
7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. And then what can I do with my one advantage?
You could heal 1 strain. That's very true.
Yeah, let me do that.
That's always a good advantage spend. Okay, so you land, you like grin as you come swinging around this thing. 9 points of damage? How much did you
9
say?
points of damage.
9 points of damage, great. Okay, digs right into this thing, almost severs one of its arms off. It staggers backwards. You had a despair? What can we do with that? With its other arm, I think it's going to grab you and get its face right up into yours with like, and then we're just gonna, he's gonna pull you down to a further level with a, drags you off.
With him?
With him, he flips around in midair and lands on you as you drop down. So you're like a layer below these guys. Drops on top of you, so you're now pinned beneath it, and it's got its spear out. Right up against your neck. My turn. So I'm gonna go first, just to screw you over.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
I'm here to save you, Dash. God, haha, never mind.
Never mind.
He's done.
Avenge my death.
Thank you. Oh, he does. Okay, this is the guy who got hit, not the other guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm rolling a yellow and 2 green against a red. That's a good hit, finally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're doing a nice amount of damage. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points of damage.
Okay,
As
so
that's minus, you're
But
going
you
to
soak
subtract
it.
your soak from that.
That's right.
Yeah. Spear comes flashing out, slashes you across the chest, and then I have 1 advantage. I don't really have anything to do with that advantage.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yes, it did. It doesn't have any strain.
You
to
dick.
Okay.
That was really mean.
Yeah. So it just kind of drops into a ready stance, looking at you. Your turn.
Okay. So it's right beside me here.
It's right next to you. Yeah. It just slashes you.
Are there
standing
any
its ground.
with a ranged? If I wanted to use my blaster,
It's a little harder to shoot somebody if you're point blank with them.
So what could I,
Be
on
too
my
purple.
maneuver, essentially fall back onto this stuff and then shoot at him?
I like that.
Boing.
Basically, just to get some distance.
Yeah, if you want to get a little distance, I think you're gonna have to take a strain to kind of move
Okay.
on this stuff because it's so you're kind of all webbed up in it a little bit.
Okay.
It's just a little bit sticky. So take a strain. I think right in the middle where you are, it's the webbing is the densest, so it's not too hard to move back from it. I'm not gonna ask for a check.
Okay.
But you kind of want to back off a little bit from him.
Yeah, just so I can get some distance to shoot.
Works for me. So you
Okay.
took your strain, weapon comes out, get your beat on this thing, fire, shoot away. Oh, 1 red is all it needs to
One
be.
red. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
because you're at close range, can't miss. Triumph,
Well, triumph. Okay.
Triumph
with
and
2
two advantages.
basically.
and the triumph counts as a success as well. So it is technically a hit. It's also an advantage, and it's 2 advantage, a success, and a triumph. It's the full suite. That's great. So you hit it. How much damage do you do again?
So, because I didn't get any of these actual successes, I don't add. The triumph doesn't add anything, is that right?
It does add. It still
It
counts
does.
as a success. It does.
So it adds 1.
Okay. Yes.
So then it would be 8.
8 points of damage, very good. Okay. So yeah, you blast the thing right in its chest. It hisses. Your advantage and your triumph. What do you want those to be?
Oh, right. Triumph.
Yeah.
How about whenever I go flying back, it kind of wobbles the whole thing and he starts to lose his footing?
I like it. Okay, so I can upgrade its attack roll to add a red dice to it on its next move. If that
Okay.
works. As it's all wobbling around it, it's trying to get its footing, spear out. I don't know who goes next. It's you, right? No. It's
Yeah.
It's me.
Yes,
Yes,
you.
it's last.
Okay, M1. So you're right at the edge of this thing. You've successfully ridden him down. You've been dragged by him, right?
Pretty
I
much.
think that was our description.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you were bouncing the whole way down. I gotta do a couple points of strain to you, but you were successfully at the bottom here. So
Okay.
just take 2 strain, but there you are. Looking good. You're facing this massive, weird network of webbing. It's hooked to all the walls.
How far away
One Wookiee is way down at the bottom.
am I from this guy?
I think that's probably about medium range, so that's
Medium
like
range?
80 feet or so, 60 feet. Not even quite that, 30, 40. There's all these strands in your way, though. If you want to try and analyze the net or do something like that, I would always take an education check to do some sort of outside the box thinking.
Where is
I don't
education?
think, oh, I'm sorry, knowledge.
Knowledge?
Yes.
Um,
Or if you just want to attack, you can always attack. Or if you want to reach in and pull out one of your stun grenades,
that's a short range, though.
which just means it's a little more difficult to attack them.
Okay.
So it would be 3 purple to use a stun grenade on him.
Let's do it.
Okay. Are you going to use a light side point to upgrade your attack?
I am.
There's so much dark side.
So you said 3 purple?
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Clear that, please. You reach into your body cavity, come out with a little stun grenade,
course.
flip it on.
Somebody threw that away.
Short range combat initiated. Surprise, scumbag. Oh, crap.
I like it so far.
Oh no!
Super good. I did a great job. I'm gonna use this reroll.
Your reroll!
Yeah!
Lucky.
Friendship.
Good job, Grov. That's
Friendly
unfortunate.
friendship.
Oh shit!
Yay!
Good is better.
2 failure and a threat on your grenade check. So I like it. So you
I'm not good at fighting.
put the grenade in your little floppy arm. Yeah. Sails past you, just barely misses Dash.
Swear to
out there.
God, you hit me again.
Falls past Dash through the netting and goes off next to the Wookiee and the thing it's fighting.
That kind of sucks.
Okay, well at least it's taking that thing too.
Yeah, I think I'll hit both of you guys with that. Does how much?
It does 8 stun
8? Okay, so that's all to
plus
strain.
1 damage per success symbol rolled.
Okay, which was 0.
No, I have 1 success.
Oh, well, uncanceled.
No, one
is what
It
uncanceled.
actually doesn't say
Success.
uncancel. It just says per success.
It should
symbol
say
rolled? Oh, is it?
uncanceled.
Okay, I didn't know if that
Mine
was
says
different.
uncanceled.
Good question. No, it's all pretty much the same. So
Okay.
you're going to take 8 points of strain. You can subtract that. Your soak applies to that, so you're going to take 4 points of strain.
Oh god. Okay.
You still operating down there?
A little bit.
Barely.
I got
Okay.
2 strain left.
And
I
this
can fix
guy-
that later.
Sure now.
So it's just like blast of like a flashbang goes off underneath you guys. The guy thing you're fighting, also smoke is like coming off of its chest as well. Kai, I think we're back to you,
Yes,
right?
we are.
Okay.
I am going to shoot at this guy.
Bob is like wants to get out there, but that's okay. It's like
Okay.
rears up.
Yeah.
Kind of hi ho silver this guy.
So.
Okay, just shooting with him
Yeah.
or at him. And that is medium range, so I think you're good. So it'll just be a purple and a red.
Okay. Wow.
It is a
So one success,
Okay, good.
but 2
2 threats.
threats.
2 threat. Luckily, not 2 despair. I would go to town on you if it was 2 despair. So one of these. Sorry.
Bless you.
You get off the blaster fire. How much damage is that?
One success is 6 damage. Oh, and
Plus 1 for each
so,
success.
So 7.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Catches it from behind. It's got a couple of these black marks in it. Unfortunately, all these wobblings going on in the net now. One of the strands next to you snaps. It flashes up. So I'm going to say it I'm going to put a black setback die on your next roll as you kind of
Okay.
get whacked in the face and thrown off balance.
Okay.
Remember to apply that. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Moving on to Gamapia. You're breathing hard. Your hair is stuck up in all sorts of weird angles. You're bleeding. You're not much injured. You're just almost exhausted, right?
Yeah, I'm almost exhausted.
Okay, so you're breathing extremely hard. This thing is also facing you down, respiring through its countless tiny pores.
Yeah, I'm going to attack it again.
Okay. Great. I'm going to spend a dark side point to upgrade this by 1, so it'll be a just 1 red, I think, is all it has to be. Because you're at close range, it's melee to melee. I believe that's all it is.
Spend the bonus point. Spend.
I'm
just
thinking, I don't know. You're almost exhausted.
I mean,
That's true.
you got some pretty good stuff showing there, though.
So what do you got? You got 2 yellow, 2
have 2
green
yellow,
against
2
1
green.
red.
Oh,
It's one
okay.
red.
Oh, okay. I thought there was purple in there. Okay, so you're pretty good.
I mean, you know.
Let's see. Come on, threats.
I got it.
Ooh, huge roll.
So I
Yeah.
have
Crushed
3
it.
advantage, two
success.
success, and a
Successes
triumph.
That's pretty enormous.
So that's a critical, by the way.
Oh my god.
That's a critical injury.
So-
Plus
ooh,
7, 8, 9, 10.
I love it.
Or sorry,
9.
9.
9, great.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
And a triumph.
So how do you finish this thing off?
Just a little tramp.
I take the Vibroax, swing it over my head, and then just
Right through the head.
Right through the head.
Decapitation again.
yeah.
Yeah, it's little
It's
ant.
his
That's the way to
style.
stick that.
It's his signature.
Ecor goes spraying out of its
Yeah.
neck.
Like as the thing is like flopping, like its head is like in the air, it comes down and just like lands.
Oh, his body goes limp and ragdolls down out of the net. You watch it fall down. There's not much distance below you now. There's this mist that kind of goes away, and it parts for a second, and its body falls through, and you can just see the active red magma, like that's glowing at the bottom of the gorge down there, and it just flops into that.
Cool.
That's very cool.
I know what I'm gonna do with this head, by the way. You know that little flinger thing? I'll load it in there and just like wing it at its buddy on my next turn. I don't want to like be greedy here.
I like it. Sounds
Same.
good. Very
just,
cool.
just recognize that that's gonna happen.
This guy
Whether or
is
not this fight
facing
is
you
over
down.
by that point.
Sees his buddy go down there. Spins around the spear in a cool way. Charges forward to try and impale you. Yellow, 2 green against 1 purple. Spend a dark side point to upgrade that to 2 yellow. And a green against 1
Oh,
purple.
totally.
Oh, I can't get any triumphs, can I? But it is 3 success. Again, 3 success and 2 advantage. So it does 10 points of damage,
Uh-oh.
minus your soak.
That's going to put me under 0 on my wounds.
You take a critical wound right now. Can you roll your D100 for yourself this time?
We never,
What's
I
your
never
soak?
found one.
There you go. Yes, you did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just gave it away.
I was looking for something else.
Oh yeah, 2d10s anyway. A 30, that ain't bad. Okay, unfortunately it has the vicious quality, so it adds 30 to that from this the spear, so it's a total of a 60. Agonizing wound.
Oh, good.
Okay, so it's this, I don't know, it brings its spear down right on the collarbone, like the blade.
Ow.
Yeah, and it just cuts through like a
Yeah, that would,
sinew
that would
right
be
there.
agonizing.
Blood blooms all through
That
the
would
white
be
tunic.
agonizing.
Yeah, it really hurts. So this is going to increase the difficulty of all brawn and agility checks. So any skill that has brawn or agility
Okay.
is automatically gains an additional purple on it till the end of the encounter.
Because you can't lift your arm over your head now.
Yeah.
Your collarbone's been agonizingly injured.
You have no muscle there anymore.
Yeah, it severs right through that. You
Split in
fall
twain.
prone. You're unconscious now as well until
Bob's
someone
gonna be
heals you
pissed.
up a little bit. You stick to the web that whatever you're kind of hanging on to because of the tackiness. It's going to spend its maneuver and take 2 strain to like and it starts extruding this like gooey yellow resinous, the same stuff all this stuff has been out of. And like quickly like wraps it around you and then
Yay.
starts scuttling its way across out of this web here. So it probably quick enough to drag you almost all the way to the edge there.
Gross.
Great. You guys see that from the edge as it starts scuttling away. And I'm going to spend a dark side point to influence the course of the game here a little bit, just for fun. So something else you guys can spend points on. No one ever likes to, but if I was like, if you're like, I use my rope to climb down this hill, and I was like, you didn't say you had rope. You could spend a light side point to be like,
I have rope.
I have
have
some
a
rope. Just that kind of like insert an element. I'm going to spend a dark side point because what I'm about to do is just a little bit shitty, which is, as this dead guy's body hits that magma below, this geothermically active planet starts these rumblings going on.
That was all it needed.
Rocks start.
One guy. One guy.
This whole place starts to shake in this dramatic fashion. Doesn't feel good.
Did you guys kill an alien bug creature and put its body in the magma? Ooh, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's thematically dangerous,
That
man.
is the one thing.
Those guys are like Mentos, man. It's all that ichor.
Oh man. So Dash, unfortunately, you're unconscious right now. M1A1, over to you.
Okay.
You do have those jet boosters.
I do.
It'll be 4 purple to activate them this time.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. Is
Okay.
activate my convenience boosters.
Convenience boosters.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes, to better serve man.
So
Well-
4 purple,
Yes, and since I only have 1 dark side point, I will not spend it on fucking up your roll.
but I will spend it.
Aha! There we go. All right.
All right.
Oh, what?
So you succeeded,
Did he succeed?
but you
Yeah.
have a lot of threat.
Yeah.
There's
Say.
3 successes.
Only
and
1 threat.
Oh, that's not
Oh.
bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's a great
Two,
roll.
two
Wait,
threat.
Oh, wait.
2 threat.
2 threat.
2 threat.
3
okay.
success, 2 threat.
2 threats not is so great. Okay, so 3 successes. So they activate and you start flying. Where are you going? I should have asked
Where
that.
are you going?
I just realized I'm still tied to Bob. I was going over here to try and interfere with this.
I mean, you could untie yourself with your little hands. That's believable as a kind of an incidental action.
I'm good with knots.
Close up on the knot and then
Yeah,
cut
I'm
away. Rope falls off.
Yeah,
Which is probably just a fishing line we just see on the screen, right? Caught out of your feet.
Weem.
Yeah. I would like to. I don't know if this
Low-budget
is.
robot.
I don't know if this is possible, but I'd like to retract my arms into my body and just try and use myself as a projectile and just launch
Torpedo.
myself.
Ooh, I
Pedo.
like that a lot.
Yeah, okay. I'll accept that.
That's a
so
fun
you're trying to
thing.
hit this guy?
Yeah.
I like that. You do. Wham! You slam right into him.
This is more effective than my weapon.
I think my
agree.
2 threat, I think I'm going to say is, you can't turn those boosters off right now. You wish you could. You're like, time to oh no! And so I think exit map.
I overused this plot device.
Yep. And you just start heading. Basically, I guess there's a big rock wall here that's coming up very soon. But she gets dropped. She falls back into the web unconscious, kind of stuck there.
Covered in gross.
Yeah, and we're back. And then you just, from way on the other side, there's all this web and steam in the way, but you just see, and then these things are rumbling, and then you just see the droid and this guy like clinging to the front of it, being like, like hitting at it, trying to get off of it. Exiting scene. What do you do, Kai? You look down briefly at the captain's medallion and go, oh man, this fucking group.
Well, I have to rescue Dash. I have to get her off of that web. So,
Don't forget about, he's hidden, but he's down there.
he's dead.
No, I'm not.
No, he's
Oh, him. I thought you meant.
alive.
I thought you meant the bug guy.
I'm sorry.
Give him up for dead. He's probably dead down
Okay.
there. For all we know, he's dead.
Kai has a problem with object permanence.
There's only ever been 3 of us.
I've only seen 3 of us right now, so there must only be 3.
Okay, so you are there, you're on top of Bob. If you make an awesome piloting check, you could probably ride Bob across this crazy web.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go for it.
I did say probably.
Probably.
Okay, so that's gonna be 3 purple, and I'm gonna spend a dark side point to turn that into 2 purple and a red.
Okay.
I'm
And
also
I
gonna throw
have this.
I'm gonna throw a setback die onto it. Oh, I'm gonna throw another one
Oof.
because it's like the vibrations and this whole thing is starting to come apart. What do you have there total?
Jesus Christ.
2 red, 2
2
yellow.
red, 2 yellow, 2 green, 2
Can we
purple, 2
use
black.
those?
Yeah. Do that.
I'm gonna change one of these to a third yellow.
3rd yellow. How about this one?
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
Feeling pretty good about
3
that.
yellow, 2 red, 1 green, 2 purple, and 2 black setback.
Yes.
Could go anyway. As you spur Bob on, you dig your heels into its sides. It rears up, and the jackalope bounds out onto the amber-colored webbing, scuttling across.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a triumph.
That's helpful.
Okay, success. Okay, there's only 1 failure, so
And you
that
have
cancels
2
out.
success and a triumph. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's another. Okay, so 1, 2
Yeah.
advantages, but 1, 2. So
one
guys.
1 threat.
Great. 1 threat. Awesome. Great. And a triumph and
Yeah.
a success, right?
Right.
Great. Okay, so the threat is not going to be that much. I think it's just bucking you hard as you go riding across.
All right, I can deal with
point
that.
of strain damage.
I got
to
some
you.
rope. Okay.
The success is you successfully bound out across. You're trying to save her, right?
Right.
Dash. You come swooping down, lean down, scoop her up, and you have a triumph. So what do you do with that triumph? This guy's riding away. Kind of, I think. Or would you be climbing up the rock wall, going down it, or would you just be going right into it?
At this point, I imagine we're still going straight.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Well,
crush him
the
against
triumph,
That's not a bad idea.
the rope that was tied to Bob that's trails enough between the things that he can grab it.
I like it.
the wall. I love it.
Narrative dice system.
Yay.
Woo!
The rope comes down. It is your turn.
Yeah, so
As it
I see
comes
the rope.
swinging.
I grab the rope and
The
I still swing the alien head against the wall.
Okay.
Oh
just-
no! Yeah, just to splatter it against the wall. It's fine.
I love it. Yeah, you splattered against the wall. That feels real good.
Felt real good.
Grab that rope as this jackalope is like surprisingly nimble, like just like leaping across this stuff.
That's how it
You have to do some action swinging to avoid getting tangled up on these threads. You're kind of bounding your way along. Great, and you guys are still traveling nice full speed, but you'll be out of this net in a second. At this point, the vibrations from this imminent eruption are enough that the strand starts snapping all around this whole thing. Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous here very soon. The thing on you, so I guess you'll hit the wall on your turn. So it is going to, just has its sharp claws. It's gonna dig them down in between the head bit and the trash can bit, and it's gonna try and start pulling your head off.
My chassis.
It was so pristine.
He must want some snacks.
Okay.
No, I have something in there. What's in there?
More
you
grenades.
No, you threw something.
Oh, I threw
you threw a claw in
claw.
there. Just a claw in my receptacle.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 2 yellow and a green against 1 purple. That's what I said I would do. And he's pretty fucking beat up, so I'm gonna give him a setback. Because what is going on in his life right now? Oh, let me re-roll that. It's the exact same. It is
still
2
succeeds.
success, 2 advantage. So its claws are sharp, but not as sharp as its spear. So it's not too bad for you, I don't think. How much does this do? Okay, 8 points of damage.
Okay. And then I use my soak, right?
Apply your soak to that.
Okay.
So still alive. And then it has 2 advantage. Oh, it better be doing strain too with those 2 advantage, I think. And it does 2 strain as it starts to try and short you out.
Okay. Please stop.
That
Okay, sorry, I don't have those.
That
in there.
wall is really close. Would have you wanted to use a stim pack on dash as you grab
Oh
her?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you take 2 strain, you can do that. Do you have 2 strain to spend?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, great. So you feel this prick in your neck, and life
I don't know where
warmth
the-
surges back into your body. Oh, I'm making notes on it. You're down to 1 stim pack, I believe.
Yep.
Life surges back into your body, your eyes flicker open, and you realize you're being pulled by a geckalope along a web that is falling into a lava pit.
Welcome back to consciousness.
Woohoo.
What would you like to do, Dash?
So I'm being dragged, right? I'm not
No, actually,
on.
you're on
Oh,
the
she's got you in her arms, don't you?
Oh, right.
Oh.
I'm on there.
Bob lets out a gleeful cry of happiness in the voice of Bender.
Yay!
Me too.
Want to kill some humans?
Woohoo!
I don't really
It's
know.
gonna be fun on a bun.
That's pretty good.
I've never heard Bender.
Either.
It says
one
that
of
all
his
the
things.
time.
It's one of his things.
Yeah, it's like a second season thing.
It's like his third favorite catchphrase.
yeah.
Dom, such great asides all the time.
Yeah, a very yes and kind of guy.
Yeah. Nope. And I'm the
It's
producer,
a
so
it's a no but.
Okay, so you come conscious. Do you want to think for a second about what we want to do there? I'll let you defer
Sure.
until after M1A1 is about to hit this wall.
yeah.
Do you want to? You could.
I do want to do that.
Whoosh him like a
Also,
bug.
he's begun to separate my head from the rest of my body, so I'd like to just kind of jam that back in as well. With the momentum from. So really, it's two birds with one stone situation here.
It's true. Like you're gonna use the wall to make your head go back into your body.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Secondary purpose, do some damage to this guy.
Okay.
Squish him good.
All right. Sounds good. I would say make your mechanics check to represent flying eject back,
Okay.
and against right, because that's what used to activate it.
Yes.
Great, and we'll do that against a. Oh goodness.
Lay it on me, Galaxy Master.
You're just trying to fly into a wall, so. But you're trying to not take a lot of damage from it.
Roll it against common sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to use him as like an airbag.
Yeah, you're trying to crush him. Okay, so let's call it a purple and a red.
Okay.
That's probably about as hard as it would be to hit him naturally. He's like scrabbling at you, trying to get that head off.
I think, yeah.
Did we lose a token?
We did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Have I hit it?
Yeah.
Did I knock it off?
No, I think you took it
it.
when you used it last time.
Because I'm stupid.
Okay.
It's been a long week, guys. It's been a long week.
That it has been.
And
Use one.
Stop me if I start eating them, because that's next.
I don't know.
I kind of want to see
Just
it.
absentmindedly. So,
Just eating
I
my
Flipped it
tokens.
for you.
oh, you're spending it for me? Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So you're upgrading
I
yours?
am.
Ah, well, heck. If I've got one extra one, flip it back
Ah.
over.
All right.
Let's turn one of those purple to a red.
You got it.
Trade ya. There we go. Thank you. All right, let's see what happens when you hit this wall.
Looks dramatic.
I hope so. You crush it like a champ.
Oh, yeah. That's
Wow.
Super succeed.
3, 4, and 2
With
threat.
2 threat.
Great. So I think you take 2 strain as you slam into this wall. Your head,
Almost exhausted.
yeah, that wall hits your head pretty damn hard. It's
But it clink clink.
that would be so. That's 4 success on top of droid who's shaped like a trash can ramming you into a brick wall equals splat. I'm pretty sure that thing took some good hits. Splat, bright green. Bits of weird carpus are stuck to your head. As you jets finally kick out, you fall down to the ground. A moment later, the craziest little action troop bounds across. The rest of the web gives way and falls down as the tremors continue to intensify. Dash, anything you'd like to do?
Well, I would have shot at him since he stabbed me, but you took care of that. So
I avenged you.
I'll probably try and, like, as we come past, just scoop up the droid.
Droid?
there.
He's
That sounds
relatively light for a droid.
We
Still
could
700 pounds.
I'm empty right now.
Okay, so it's true, yeah. So you heave him up onto the back of this thing. Bob grunts in pain from the weight.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
And I need a pilot check to get this
Okay.
Gekalope out of this
Pilot again.
He is
erupting
overloaded.
volcanic droid. It is
yellow,
pretty badly overloaded, so I'm going to give you 2
green.
black setback.
Okay.
But he's got heart and chutzpah.
And you're trying to
likes me.
climb up this wall on a Gekalope.
Oh God.
And it likes you, so give a boost because it likes her and she's awake. And take 2 purple and a red, flip over that last one. It's all light side from here on out. As I use my
Okay, so
last
should
die.
I upgrade one?
Yeah, you should do that.
Oh, fine. I hope I get a despair. I hope it just explodes and that's the ending.
All right.
Oh,
no.
what?
2.
It's gonna fail.
Oh my God, it's nothing
It's a
easy.
fail because there's 2. Okay, wait. No, maybe. Yeah, there's 3 fails and 2 successes. So
So
there's
that's one
fail,
Okay.
but then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
A lot of
So 3
advantage.
advantages. 3 advantages because there's 3
Yeah.
setback or whatever they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a failure. Not a despair. For despair to come up, that'd be easy. Volcano goes off. Failure is
We all
everyone
die.
dies.
yeah.
Well, that's our game, guys.
Thanks for playing. You're all dead. Well, that's what West.
that's
what
what
West
we're
did
used
to
to.
our
Yeah,
group.
exactly.
So we're a little short on time. You're all dead. Oh, great.
All except for you.
Except for you, because you have to sire Understatement.
It was a fun game though. Not to badmouth the game. It was fun. Okay, so it's a failure, and then it was threat. You said.
No, it's
was
a
advantage.
failure and 3 advantage.
Oh, 3 advantage. That's huge. So the thing gives way. Its feet fall off. It skids down. It doesn't quite have the gecko. Can't quite make it up as the rocks continue to tumble down, tumble in. It's trying to scrabble its way up, but it's just too heavy. 3 advantage. What happens? That's a pretty good amount of advantage. Something good.
I'm thinking, I guess,
There's a bunch of these sticky strands of stuff around.
yeah.
Erupting volcano.
Rocks are falling.
Rocks are
Maybe it
falling. Maybe
reveals a-
they fall. It reveals
Is
like
there
a ramp or a passage or something.
I like that. I could see there's like
Yeah.
a subterranean tunnel or something like
Yeah.
that. Okay. All right. I like it. So you guys
Suddenly
come.
a chair comes down.
I was gonna say the fucking chair.
Rolling
Chair
down the
rolls down.
Big
So-
bad for this.
It cannot get up this slope. The dirt keeps giving way. This lava, the heat now is hot behind you, but through this seismic shift, this like previously unseen passage opens up. Bob immediately bounds through, and as it does, the rocks crumble behind it, shutting off the light from behind. You guys are in darkness. Screen wipe too.
Yay.
Little settlement. A little bit bigger than Luke's little settlement out there on Tatooine, right? It's like maybe 3 of those little groups together.
Ooh.
There's like little, community well or something like that in the center, and old grizzled farmer type out in the field. Just digging
Played
a
by.
pit. Played by. There we go. Yeah.
Michelle, you want to do the honors this time?
Yes,
Sure.
Michelle. Can
Keep
you
it
get
on the book?
your first time? Let's see. Oh, we didn't. Yes.
Sean Bean.
Oh, so he's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's gonna die.
One does not simply play Sean Bean.
One does not simply walk into Mordor. I don't know. Sean Bean, he's just kind of a regular voice.
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah.
Little Irish. You know,
Yeah.
Little Irish.
Maybe
Okay, little Irish.
Just be a little overly earnest about things.
It's not
longer
simply-
sounds, slightly longer sounds. I feel like Sean Bean.
Sean Bean out there digging a hole in the field.
One does not simply dig off.
You can see it's just a little tiny bit of arable land, like that they've managed to eke out on this like rocky landscape. It's clearly back-breaking labor. It's been a
Yeah,
long
it's,
week.
It's lack breaking.
Back-breaking labor, blap blap.
Exactly.
Broken out. Back-breaking labor to make a little living out here. Little sprouts are growing though. Come in, Sean. It's time for dinner.
Sean. His name happens to be Sean.
But it's like spelled real weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's like
S-H-A-W-N.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the good joke.
real weird.
Just one more shovelful. One more. Far more. And then shovel goes all the way into the ground. Bonk. Hits something metal. Top of your head.
Now,
Little flappy arms come out. Oh God! What in the name? And then land breaks free, and the tunnel that you guys had come through the entire way over here opens up as Bob crawls its way out of this pit.
Sean has a heart attack.
Yeah. Oh, that seems about right. Either that or Bob bites his head off.
yeah, one or the other.
Yeah. Ah! Yeah, has a heart attack.
several orcs shoot arrows into Bob. Sean.
Not Bob.
Right, not Bob.
No, I think I can't kill Sean. He's
you
working
don't-
hard.
Can't
Yeah.
kill Sean
Not
or
yet,
Bob.
Not this
Yet.
easy. Yeah.
Right.
No,
First we have to get close to him.
He staggers back and drops the shovel as you guys come through, filthy from head to toe, beaten up, bloodied, mostly exhausted and unconscious. You still have webbing and stuff on you. But into the settlement that evening, you're able to.
I shake off the dirt.
Yeah. And it's a happy ending for your heroes as you guys sit around the little transmitter finally in their little homestead. The various shell-shocked farmers like talking back and forth and pointing at the Wookiee. Oh my God! Killed the insect hunters out there in the wastes. They say 2 of them. Never seen a real Wookiee. Yeah, and you guys are huge celebrities in this town of 11 people.
I bring out my Wookiee harmonica.
Everyone is standing around showing forcing a huge amount of interest. Oh,
Goes real nice with the crickets.
And yes, you guys are raising communications. You're raising communications, Kai, with Rebel. Send a transport shuttle for you immediately. You've done a good job, Captain. And then
Wow.
long shot as the night sky fades down and just the screaming of the crickets in the horizon. And that's our success.
That's our medal ceremony.
Good job, guys. So that
was fun.
That was a
Thank
taste of it. Yeah, that was new for me. I've not tried to do a little Predator-esque style.
That was really cool.
That was fun.
That was really fun.
Well, you guys kicked
bugs
butt.
are no good. I'm telling you.
What's that?
Bugs are no good.
Bugs are no good. Bugs want to get you.
We have bad bug problems in our.
Thank you.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you for playing, guys. That was.
Thanks for running
Yeah,
for
thanks
us
for having
and
us.
teaching
Thank
us
you.
and being very patient with our newness.
There's definitely a little bit of a learning curve with figuring out what the hell the symbols mean. Once you kind of get the hang of that,
Yeah.
you can kind of look at it and be like,
I could see where
4
once
successes.
you're familiar with the symbols, they
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just forget what they're
differentiate
called.
faster.
I know what they're
I know, I
for,
always
but
wanna
then I
call
forget.
Threat, despair.
it's the learning
I
curve.
want
First
to
game is a
call
little
threat
bit.
disadvantage. And it's
First game's a
not.
little bit tough, and then after that's good. Anyway, are we still live? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks.
I didn't see you there.
We'll be back.
Watching this whole time.
Weird.
I'll be back at our normal time in 2 weeks with the regular cast. Never tell me the odds. We'll be back. But thank you for crossing the streams with me. This was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And follow us on the web. Check out Realms of
Rothane.
Rothane.
The Kickstarter.
On the Kickstarter, if you
And
haven't done that.
check it out. Back us, and it's a fantastic world.
Yeah.
You can also, at certain backer levels, you can score some of Wes's awesome audio tracks as well.
Yes.
So check that out too. It's
Which he uses on Black Bag if you watch.
Yeah.
Yes, which is awesome. He does a good job of that. So thanks again, guys. We will see you, next week for you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are right back in it.
yeah, we gotta
Okay.
get
Meanwhile,
we can't dress
Back to the Future.
Meanwhile.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Now hey-yo, you rascals with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With years is when he's taking faster, husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. The wrinkled pond is looking so as trees are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches gold and magic. But he never found his true love shot, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle Molly was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fan from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a dwarf, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell in love, directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down the company up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, following her at the side. So lift your rose and toast to the drunken friends of mine. Now he-o, you rascals with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes won't be high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With years is when he's taking fast, the husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So let your roast, propose a toast to the drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle Molly was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fan from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down the company up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, following her at the side. So lift your rose and toast to the drunken friends of mine. rascals with their bellies full of pie. And listen to this tale of old where the heroes both feet high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With years is when he's seeking faster, husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion. And he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no fun in looking so as breeze her up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel. And she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they got me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, foul, here at the side. So lift your rose, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. Now hear ye, oh you rascals, with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both feet high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With years is when he's seeking faster, husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion. And he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no fun in looking so as breeze her up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel. And she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they got me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, foul, here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to these drunken friends of mine. rascals with their bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With heroes is when he's seeking faster, husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no fun looking so as we are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journeyed far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found a true love song, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle Marley was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fan from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they come me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, foul, we ain't here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to these drunken friends of mine. Now he-yo, you rascals with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With heroes is when he's seeking faster, husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no fun looking so as we are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journeyed far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found a true love song, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle Marley was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fan from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they come me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, foul, we ain't here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to these drunken friends of mine. Now hear ye, oh you rascals, with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both feet high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With heroes is when he's seeking faster, husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no body looking so as breeze are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So let your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journeyed far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found a true love song, and it made him sad in time.
And whenever he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fan from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they got me up in a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, well, we ain't here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to the drunken friends of mine. Now hear ye, oh you rascals, with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both feet high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With heroes is when he's seeking faster, husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so as breeze are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So let your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journeyed far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found a true love song, and it made him sad in time.
And whenever he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fan from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they got me up in a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, well, we ain't here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to the drunken friends of mine. 3, 4. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweetheart's by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her from behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes and roll the dirt to the drunken friends to hide. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweetheart's by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her from behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, well, they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes and roll the dirt to the drunken friends of mine. Now yo, you rascals with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high.
Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise.
Which heroes is when he's seeking faster husband wants to lie.
He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion.
And he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine.
A hero journeyed far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad and tired.
Mademoiselle, while he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made him fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine.
She apologized profusely, said she thought he wasn't warm. And she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night.
So they're off they down, they got me up in a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, well, we ain't here at the side. So lift your rose, and toast to the drunken friends of mine. with the bellies full of pie. And listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high.
Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise.
Which heroes is when he's seeking faster husband wants to lie.
He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion.
And he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so as squeeze her up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad in time.
Mademoiselle Marley was walking and he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they got me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, well, we ain't here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to these drunken friends of mine. With the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, he's the master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With heroes is when he's seeking faster, husband what's the lie? He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pine. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad in time.
Mademoiselle Marley was walking and he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, it fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they got me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, well, we ain't here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to these drunken friends of mine. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so Now hear ye, oh, you rascals, with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, he's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With heroes is when he's seeking faster husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, wolf or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no fun in looking so as squeeze her on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So let your roast propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but in riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad in time.
Mademoiselle while he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made him fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn, where she nursed him back to life. Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they can't be up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, foul, here at the side. So lift your rose, and toast to these drunken friends of mine.